Luigi, look! It's from Bowser! Have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom. Dear Pesky Plumbers.
Yo, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to episode 32 of the Pesky Plumbers Podcast. I'm your host today, Septic here, and I'm joined today by these three magnificent people. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Alright,
Okay,
so
I
since
guess
no
we'll
one else
go-
is talking, it's me, SabdierZ of the YouTube.com. That is my full legal name, in fact. Alright, SabdierZ at YouTube.com. Everything is great. Everything's wonderful. I'm doing quite lovely and not at all dreading every moment since the start of this year. Hallelujah.
Wonderful. All right, who's
Awesome.
next?
Alright, I'll go then. Hey, it's me, Crouton. You know, probably your favorite Frenchman because every other French person is not that great. What's up?
Understandable. Yo, you spitting though. Anyways, next.
Hi.
Understandable. That's a beautiful introduction. 10 out of 10.
My man started
As
a
per
whole
always.
new career. Started a whole new career with streaming and content creation, and all bro could say is, "Hi, how are you?"
Hi, how are you?
Exactly. Bro, it's simple, it's effective, and you don't have to add
He gets his point across. You know what? He's right though.
You Look, I know it's simple and it's clean, but the way that you're making me feel tonight is just
Oh my
god.
God.
This dude think he's funny.
He's funny joke.
Because he is.
funny joke.
He's the funny
Plus, you could
man.
have just added like the "Hi, I'm SpongeBob." Like I don't know.
Hi, I'm SpongeBob. All right, so we got our introductions out of the way. Let's talk about it. So, of course, summer, right? Gaming month. June is the month of gaming, right? But Sony decided to start early, right? They started a day early. May 31st, if I recall. And then after that, we got the Summer Game Fest, we got our Xbox Games Showcase, and we finally got our Nintendo Direct, right? So we got all that here, and we got basically our major summer announcements, because no way in hell we're going to be covering the Ubisoft Forward or anything else that happened, because they don't matter. Anyways,
I literally the only presentation I could think of is limited run games, but even then it's the only funny thing to mention there is that Bubsy just keeps on coming back.
yeah, Drew Bubsy, baby!
I don't understand. I don't understand why that stupid cat keeps just he refuses to die.
Yeah, it's even a
People
cat.
like
He's
Bubsy,
back from
bro.
the grave.
No one likes
do?
Bubsy. Everyone wants to get a meme.
Yeah, that's the only reason why he's alive for this long. Plus,
Pretty much.
don't forget he's a cat. He's got 9 lives.
Yeah. That's our cat. But I mean, there's also the Gex trilogy that was announced, if I recall right. They're porting them over.
No, I think the trilogy was already announced. I think
Yeah, it was already announced.
I think what they were announcing was a physical collection.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
Because that's
And I
what
need to
limited
get
run
that.
games does. It's they only really do physical releases for the most part. They rarely, if ever, ports or create their own collections of games and stuff that aren't just physical copies. Funny enough, one of them being Bubsy. I don't get it. But
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't
it
blame you.
happens.
Yeah,
It
I don't
happens.
blame you, bro. I do not blame you one bit. But other than that, no. I mean, I guess the limited run games thing, showcase and everything. Because I know the future game
Wait.
show that. What's up?
Hold on. I'm looking at some of the limited run games. I'm guessing those are the ones that they announced, but there's a new Star Wars game? Like Dark
Oh.
Forces?
I don't think it's a new one. I think it's just giving a physical release to it.
Yeah, a remaster of Dark Forces. I've never heard of that game before.
Yeah, there's a lot of Star Wars games I haven't heard of. And I'm like, oh wait, that's a game?
Mm-hmm.
They made a
There's
game.
a ton of games that they announced that are kind of classics, like Tomba or whatever.
Mhm.
Tomba.
Yeah, a lot of them
Uh,
are just mainly collections and physical versions of these games and everything. It's pretty cool and everything.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yes, that's one of them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But other than that, future game show, it's just mainly mimicking stuff that was already announced or showing stuff off that I don't care about.
But Hatsune Miku. Wait,
okay. Okay, you know, wait, never mind. That's peak.
Miku?
That's peak. Never mind.
Yeah.
That is peak. 100% peak.
I'll put it in the chat. Hold on. What? Hatsune Miku?
Yo, peak. Yeah, but that was also announced already.
I've never seen that game before.
Yeah, I was like, I think I saw it like a month or two ago. I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah,
Honestly.
she gets
And we-
all. She gets a lot of games. She gets into a lot of games, but not one of them is Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
We'll
Put her
no.
in Fortnite.
Epic will fix that one day, guys. I believe it. I believe in them one day.
Mhm. And
One day.
and we can't forget about the cold classic, Clock Tower. I mean Tower.
Bro, I like Clock Towel though.
Clock Tower.
But all right, but yeah, other than that, like I cannot remember anything from the other presentations that were interesting or even worth mentioning
Me
and talking
either.
about. Yeah. So let's just start off with the state of play, right? Like only talk about
State of
everything.
sleep, bro.
State of sleep, or as I like to call it. Anyways,
Yeah. We gotta go.
that shit was
Genuinely?
mid as hell.
Genuinely, I can only remember like two announcements. One being like the Astro game that was shown like right at the end. and, like,
Astrobot P.
Yeah, that's the only good game.
and God of War coming to PC, and that's it. Like
Yeah, Ragnarok.
again, notice how they need a presentation to show that they do have games.
Yeah,
Really?
true. Because they don't release anything now anyway, so.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
spoiler
exclusive
alert,
with this,
Nintendo revealed everything.
Huh?
So true.
But yeah, no, like.
No, Nintendo revealed everything for PlayStation.
True, yeah, because a lot of those games are coming out for PS5 as well.
Mhm.
But basically, yeah, like the state of play was absolutely horrendous in my opinion. Like that was awful. And the only thing I really cared about there was Astrobot, if I can recall.
Yep.
The play.
Oh, wait. Wasn't that what? No, they didn't announce Fatal Fury there. My bad.
No, I think they had Monster Hunter Wilds there too. I could be wrong, but I think they had Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
A
So
little
I mean,
bit more gameplay.
yeah, so you had that. So I'm pretty sure you had that to look forward to and everything. But for me personally, it was just Astrobot. Like that is the only game I cared about. Charming looking game. I love Astrobot. I love the little cameos that they have for the PlayStation characters. And the game's just generally fun. Like it's a tech, like the one that came up with the PS5. Yes, it's a tech demo, but it's super super fun. So I'm really curious to see how they're gonna do this as like a full fledged. I think it's gonna be $60. Yeah, so $60 game and everything. But regardless,
Not 70. Damn.
yeah, no, it's not 70. Thank God. But I'm excited for that because I personally think the Astrobot games are really really fun and worth playing. I think no one should sleep on them. I think they're fun, charming platformers that you don't see Sony do nowadays because they're too busy making these cinematic ass games that I have no interest in. But anyways, yeah,
Speaking of
Ooh.
cinematics, speaking of cinematics and platformers, I remember that Sly Cooper movie. Whatever happened to that? You know?
yeah,
Anyway,
whatever
so-
happened. Yeah, but that's like years ago and they killed it. Anyways,
That's
regardless.
crazy.
Yeah, no, but regardless of the case, I personally think that like when it comes to state of play, the best announcement was Astrobot, and I really have no interest in remembering anything else that was in the state of play or probably worth mentioning other than Astrobot.
But have you forgotten? Are you a silly little guy that forgot that they announced Marvel, baby?
At the
Marvel
state of
Rivals,
play,
baby!
oh my god,
Marvel Rivals. Yeah, but,
Yeah, that's
you're
definitely
doing
what I
a little
could-
troll-
Yeah, they
you're
totally
a little
revealed that at
troll-
the state of
little
play,
troll.
bro.
No,
Yeah,
true.
Marvel, baby.
like bro,
Marvel Rivals looks interesting, but like,
Yeah.
I'll play it when it comes out. But, I mean, the ideas are cool. I think the Doctor Strange ring is hilarious. But other than that, like, I mean, it's cool. I just want to see more. I want to see more of like the characters and all that. But yeah, that's probably the only other announcement maybe that
Yep.
was like good. Everything else, like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. Like Sony just, I feel like, and maybe I'm
Nobody's
just crazy.
watching me.
oh
Yeah,
my-
exactly. All right. Yeah. Nice job. Now you're gonna get this video taken down.
yeah, unbelievable, bro.
Oh,
Thank you,
no.
Thank you.
But thank you so. Anyway, so
Huh?
like the the thing is like with Sony is that like, yeah, I mean it's like their way of like, oh, we're not here to make memorable games. We're here to make cinematic games. The games that you look at, you're like, wow, this is a really good movie. Where's the game? And
True.
and it's just so infuriating because it's like, back in the PS1, you had a lot of like charming games, right? You had Croc, you of course had Crash, Spyro,
Freddy
Um,
Fazbear.
yeah, you had Freddy Fazbear. You had
Bro.
you had
I know what you said
the
there.
Department of Education, all that. Nice job. All right, anyways, but like before, Sony had like character, even with like the PS2 and PS3, they had like a lot of like charming characters. You would see them in like, for example, in all PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. Nowadays, it's just all serious characters. It's all super cinematic. Like there's no charm. And when you get to a point where you
Mhm.
have like so much like seriousness in your games, it's so there's no like there's nothing exciting anymore because it's like, oh, they're doing another cinematic experience type game. Whereas like if you compare it to like Nintendo, like yeah, sure, like Mario's always been cartoony, but that's not Nintendo's only franchise. Like if you need seriousness, you got Zelda, you got Metroid. You need
Xenoblade.
Xenoblade. If you need a casual romp, you got Kirby. You wanna lose your friends, you got Mario Party. Like you have so many different
Yeah.
individual experiences, but with Sony, it's sort of just become like the same schlock. And because, and this is something we'll get into with State of Play and not so much in the Xbox showcase, thankfully, is that like these developers are stupid. All they could think about is, I'm gonna show cinematic, no gameplay.
Oh my
I
god,
can't begin
yes.
to tell you like the amount of games that they've revealed from all of these presentations, minus Nintendo's, funny enough, was mostly cinematics. It was mostly cinematic trailers with like you just asking yourself like, where's game? And don't get me
Exactly.
wrong, yeah, and like don't get me wrong, like you could have announcements like when they announced like Elden Ring 6, right? Where it was just basically a teaser, but it's like, hey, it's being in development. Obviously there wouldn't be gameplay. Those are
Wait, did you
fine.
say Elder Ring 6? It's Elder Scrolls.
Or scrolls, whatever, man. So, look,
Same
man,
thing.
I-
Same thing. Same thing.
True.
but like, yeah, no, with Elder Scrolls 6, like they didn't have any gameplay because it was just a teaser. That's fine. But when a majority of your trailers are just visuals and no gameplay, why would I care? I don't.
Mhm.
Like I there's nothing to look forward to. And the only way you're getting me, at least me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I only really watch a lot of these trailers when they're put into these presentations. I don't normally go out of my way to watch individual trailers on their channels. Like even with Nintendo could announce a random game on their channel and I'd be like, "Oh, that's cool," but I'm not going to watch the video. So like the presentations are really like the thing that people put their eyes towards. Like that's the thing we're looking forward to seeing. But
Yeah.
for some reason, even with this man Sakurai, who's he said he's ending his channel soon, he made a whole video dedicated to the fact that people keep putting cinematics and no gameplay, and that's stupid. I
Agreed.
mean, we all agree. Like
That's so
I,
true.
100%.
I just don't. I don't understand how they think that this is selling their games because it's not. When all you have is basically movie trailers. All right, no one's gonna go out to see every movie you put out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah,
Agree.
that was my
And you're right about that.
long-winded
Like I know you're right because like literally majority of the trailers, unless I have a deep investment into the IP, the franchise, and all that stuff, and I go out of my way to look it up, I'm not gonna look up these trailers. So when I see a cinematic trailer for a game I don't know anything about, nor do I care about looking up, I'm just gonna see it. And I'm gonna be like, I have no interest, and I'm just never gonna play it. Like Helldivers, I remember Helldivers when that was announced and everything. I'm like, what the fuck is Helldivers? It's like, this looks not interesting. Then all of a sudden, I'm seeing everyone playing. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But
It's a really fun game, you know?
yeah, exactly. But
Yeah,
yeah,
By the
and
way,
don't get me wrong, it is a fun. I mean, from what people have said, I mean, I haven't personally played it, but everyone tells me it's a fun game. That being said, though, okay, yeah, sure, we could say it's a fun game, but that's but for the most part, you're never gonna get that as like a majority of people who are willing to play this one game off of cinematics alone. That's not gonna happen with every game that's out there. Helldivers is like a multiplayer, it's a multiplayer game. Obviously, so word of mouth is gonna spread and more people are gonna play it. What about these single player games that are like, oh, look at our cinematics? Like Hellblade. I've only seen cinematics for Hellblade 2. I still have no idea what's going on for that game, nor do I have any interest in looking into it because all they show are cinematics. Ever since they revealed it, it's just cinematics. So like with Helldivers, like let's put it this way: even if games like multiplayer games like Among Us or Lethal Company, if they only had if they had like a trailer that was only like cinematics, they would still do well because they're multiplayer games, word spreads. Single player games, they don't get that same thing. You might get people to be like, hey, you should check out this game. But you're not gonna have people going like, hey dude, could you get this game? Because I kinda need your help in X or Y thing, and it's a multiplayer game, so we gotta team up and I'm gonna need your help. That sort of thing. So again, and I keep reiterating, but it's fact, it's truth. These developers have really lost sight on what makes these games interesting, or like what makes a player want to play your game. You can't just go off of cinematics alone. No,
and that's why all these games have stupid high budgets, because they're wasting it on these cinematics that are not needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the worst part about this is that, for example, Spider-Man 2. Sorry, by the way, there's a storm outside. You might hear some thunder. My bad.
That's fine.
Anyways, so for Spider-Man 2, remember that one guy who's just like, oh my god, this is the greatest game of all time, and he didn't even go through his first swing, right?
No, but that's funny
the
though.
Casuals eat it up. Like, it's so funny, but it's so sad at the same time. Games are not becoming games anymore. They're just becoming like
Movies?
interactive movies.
Yeah.
And
I know exactly what you
I don't
mean.
want that to happen. And going back to the whole like subject of just single players and just cinematic showing, the only time that it actually works is for a character reveal for a fighting game, right? Like Smash does it perfectly. Probably the same for Street Fighter, right? Like you can blow your budget on a whole on a whole cinematic to introduce a new character, but then after that you got to show a little bit of gameplay, right? And that works really well.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yep, I agree, because they show
God
both. They show both the what's it called? They show both the cinematic and then the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, state of play. Like overall, like I personally thought that the state of play was just mid. It was just a whole lot of mid. Nothing
It was
interesting
the
from
biggest
Sony.
piece of dog shit.
And I know Sony talked. I know Sony talked about how they basically have like nothing to show for this year. Like everything for theirs will come out next year. It is what it is. It's just showing how like these people are spending too much money on these games. But basically, at the end of the day, it's like, to me, the state of play was a lot of mid. It was just a lot of mid. I didn't even upload a reaction to it because I really did not find it worth, not find it worth uploading. Like, I thought it was just whatever. Not worth the time, not worth the effort. Mid.
Yeah, I
So
did,
true.
and it was like 3 minutes.
Yeah, Astrobot. Yeah.
Yeah, Astrobot took like 70% of the whole reaction time.
Yeah, exactly.
While the others were at least like 7 minutes long, which is double the time.
But like, other than that, yeah, pretty much at the end of the day, I personally think that the state of play was mid, and I think I rated like a 3 out of 10 or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. What
I
rated.
would probably go the same.
Yeah. So other than that, does anyone have anything else they want to say about state of play?
Not really. No. Let's move on.
Actually,
Oh,
Sony think. Wow, I was gonna bring up a good point. Come on,
All
bro.
right, let's hear it.
Sony think they slick because they pulled the same shit they did with Helldivers with freaking God of War Ragnarok on PC.
I think they did the same
Oh.
thing.
PSN
they did.
account
Yeah,
to
they
freaking
did do
sign
that.
up and play the game, bro.
They
Sony
did.
think they slick.
And they did the same thing, I think, with Ghost of Tsushima as well. I
Well,
forgot. With regards to or maybe
well,
the,
people. Well, people decided like time you make your voices heard. Sony, stop doing this shit.
Yeah, I guess it's something that they want to do going forward or something. I'm like, and I think it's something to do with like them integrating into PlayStation. But I'm like, dude, that should be an option, not a mandatory thing. But I don't know, whatever. That's if they want to do it, they're apparently very bold on doing it, and their games. I mean, people still probably buy it in desperation, but yeah, their games are not going to sell as much. Like we saw the whole situation with Helldivers. But yeah, let's see what happens. Only time will tell, and people will probably get pissed off at them, or maybe it'll just go under the rug because the God of War stuff wasn't as big as the Helldivers one. But I guess if that's it with State of Play, we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah.
All right, so next up is the Summer Game Fest, or the Summer Snooze Fest, or the Mid Game Fest, whatever you want to call it. I found this overall better than the State of Play, but there was also a lot of announcements that catered to me. So, like, if I can remember the top of my head, we got a new trailer for Sonic X Shadow Generations, which is absolutely phenomenal. I got PTSD seeing Rail Canyon / Bullet Station back.
You tell me. You tell me.
God, I hate the rail grinding in that stage in Sonic Heroes. Oh God.
Yeah.
There was.
And they did not fix it.
I mean, they might fix it in Generation.
I don't know why I said that.
I mean, no, Generations is fine. Like the rail grinding is fine on it. You can swap easily. But
yeah, no, I don't know why I said that. I didn't mean it. I was just like
good.
It's because I recently replayed it and I was like, yeah, they did not fix it. No shit.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, so what's it called? There's Kingdom Valley, which was definitely interesting to see again. I mean, I guess out of all the ones from for Shadow, that makes sense. They showed off a little bit of the Bio Lizard fight and everything, Black Doom, all that stuff. It was a really fun trailer for Sonic X Shadow Generations. I'm really excited for that game. Let's see what else interested me. Oh yeah. The biggest one for me was definitely the Season 2 for Street Fighter 6. You know, Terry and Mai are making their way to Street Fighter. The first ever third-party characters for a mainline Street Fighter game, which is absolutely incredible. Definitely excited to see these two, and it makes sense that these two be the first ones. Also, that we got
the way that you didn't mention the third one.
What the third? What do you mean?
Yeah, like isn't it Alina or whatever her name?
No, Elena's a Street Fighter 3 character.
Oh
yeah. After that,
okay, it's because of the art style. I thought it was another.
Yeah, it's a anime cinematic and everything that they did for the characters. But yeah, after that it's Elena and Bison. And Bison should be coming out pretty soon, if I recall. And Elena.
By the time we're recording this, he'll come out like within 3 days.
Most likely, yeah. Also, by the time we're recording this is June 23rd. I forgot to mention this earlier. Happy birthday, Sonic! Anyways, what's it called? You hater. Anyways,
Wow, he's a hater.
But yeah, M. Bison, Elena, Terry, and Mai for Street Fighter 6. Awesome. Some other good stuff for me was the more Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. They didn't show much because of how ridiculous it costs to have a trailer at Summer Games Fest. Basically, it was Team B. Jennett and a new character. What was his name? Vox. Was it the Vox Reaper or something?
Vox, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Vox Reaper. Yeah, those are two pretty cool announcements for me. And then the best one, guys, you already know, the Prison Break game. I don't know what the hell was going on that one. The Prison Break one. Remember that one?
Minecraft Prison Break, baby. We're
that was
so
peak.
bad.
That was peak, bro. That was, oh my god, bro. That was so peak. Right, Theo? Come on, back me up.
I was going to mention it if you weren't. Tough Bust. That's the name. That's going to be the new Lethal Company, bro.
Bro, I'm like, what is happening here? It was 10 out of 10. I don't know what was going on. I was on an acid trip, and it was a 10 out of 10 for me. But yeah, other than that, like, what about this, you guys? Like, if I remember another game that I really, really liked, I'll mention it. But for you guys, anything that caught your eye?
Summer Games Fest?
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero,
yeah,
baby.
Sparking Zero
That was a good one, yeah.
But like the thing is about that one is that I feel like all the good announcements for that game came out after Summer Games Fest. Because in terms of characters, I think the only new one they showed was Ultra Instinct Goku. I mean, like we knew he was going to be in the game, but we hadn't seen him in any of like the trailers or gameplay prior. They showed but like most of the stuff for that game came out after the post reveal, where we got like different additions. They already confirmed DLC, which are going to be including characters from Dragon Ball Superhero, which was like the newest movie at the time, and and the new series that's going to come out. I think sometime this or next year. Dragon Ball Daima. So those are the only things they revealed for Sparking Zero, and a brand new mode, which like we don't really need to get into, but it's basically gonna have the game live for like a super long time. The only disappointing announcement about the game is that so there is local multiplayer. They did put it in the game, however, it's only for one stage, and the reason for that is due to due to the game's visuals, and so
Huh?
due to the game's visuals, because this game is like super destructible. Like I'll give you one example. You have like a tournament arena, right? And in that tournament arena, you can only fight within the confined space, right? But then if you shoot a blast at any point, the announcer will warn the audience to leave. Everyone leaves, and suddenly the entire city is now opened up, and the whole stadium you can destroy as well. So, like, that's one example.
Is this for Sparking Zero?
But, like, yeah, for Sparking Zero. But basically, the whole game is like super like cinematic, and it has so many like graphical things going into it. I don't know the exact words here, but basically,
Like a lot
game
of
is
technical aspect, I guess.
yes, the game is so pretty they couldn't run local multiplayer outside of one stage. Now, maybe in the future we could get more, but
Yeah.
of the time being, it's only one stage for local multiplayer. But hey, you know what? It's still fine. And lore wise, I mean, it makes sense for it to be that stage. It's just kind of a shame. But yeah, like I said, for Sparking Zero, all the best announcements were after it was revealed at Summer Games Fest. Actually, that kind of applies to a lot of the games here, because like we got more. For example, we got more gameplay footage of BGenit and Box for in SNK's channels. We ended up getting more details on like Bison, for example, after some of the games. So because Jeff Keighley is just siphoning money from all these developers.
Yep, exactly what I said. Like how expensive it was to air a trailer here. That's why some of them were just like a minute or something, or a minute and a half. Some of them 2 minutes. Because it is ridiculously expensive. Unless you're an indie game. I know with indie games he gave them a little bit more leeway.
Speaking of Jeff Keighley, I love how he cocked us with freaking Kingdom Hearts, but he said Kingdom Come Deliverance instead.
After a very long time, Kingdom Come.
I just hear Kingdom, like, huh? I'm like, hey, yo, what?
When you said
Jeff,
that,
bro.
I was watching
I
like reaction. I was watching reaction videos to that, and like so many people immediately like, what?
Yeah, like everyone, like that 1 second of everyone like going crazy, like about to go crazy, and they're like, wait a minute. Oh my god, bro!
To mention the word kingdom, Crow.
There was
bro.
Crow.
Yeah, Crow. I get you for
Point Crow.
I hate it. But what's it
There
called?
was only one good announcement. Okay, I will say it right now. There was only one good announcement. Okay, that one good announcement being Killer Bean. That was it. That was the only good gameplay trailer, and that's it.
Yeah. Woo!
Peak gaming right there, ladies and gentlemen.
So true.
I did think of another game, but I want to see what Theo has to say for some games that he wants to talk about. But let's see.
Well, maybe it's the game that you're about to talk about right now, which is the new Power Rangers game.
Yeah, okay, he knew.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
That's why you're my brother, bro. Bro, that game looks so good.
I thought I would.
No, you're not. I'm kidding.
Brothers.
Yeah, you know what, you right. We're all bros in here, bro. We are all bros. But yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, if we're moving on to Nintendo,
first,
that would have been a perfect transition, but yeah, Power Rangers.
At first, I thought it was gonna be like your typical just oh, I think I'm dying. Anyways, I thought it was gonna be like your typical just fighting. What's it called again? Not hack and slash. The other one.
Beat 'em up.
Oh yeah, beat 'em up. There we go. And then they showed this part, like multiple parts with the 3D, with the bike and all that, and I'm like, yo, that looks so fucking sick.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like the fact that it's mimicking the SNES to me is like a 10 out of 10. Like I feel like I'm like playing a game from that era, and that to me is beautiful.
Mode 7.
I mean, at first I wasn't all too on board because of it's just like, oh, it's a beat 'em up, and then they just showed that part, and I'm like, now I'm interested. I see.
This is where my money is going to. Oh, bro, like that Power Rangers game looks so good, man. Like absolute 10 out of 10. Oh man, and I just thought of another one as well. But if anyone wants to talk about anything else or something, go for it.
Right, they should pull a funny and put Ryu and Chun-Li in the game.
Yeah. That'll be cool with their Power Rangers outfits.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't some other games. There were other games I wanted to talk about, but they're actually from the Xbox Game Showcase.
No, well that's gonna be that's later.
Yeah, no, we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. So, sorry about the thunder. Anyways, I have two things I want to talk about. One of them was a game called Battle Aces. Maybe you guys don't remember that.
Oh my god.
I remember it because of the trailer they showed. And then after that, I wouldn't say disappointment necessarily, but the huge difference in terms of what it was showing to the gameplay.
Yeah, no, right? Like that like cinematic anime. Was it like an anime cinematic or something?
It was an anime cinematic. It was so beautiful. Like if there was an anime just like this, I would watch it 100,000%. And then they show the fucking gameplay, and it's just an RTS.
Yeah, it looks so mediocre too. It's like, oh hell no.
I don't know if I'd call it mediocre because I know a lot of. I mean, it kind of looks like StarCraft or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because
oh my god.
But what's it called? Yeah, because I really have no interest in RTSs. So for me, that immediately killed any interest I had in that game.
Yeah, and so like I said during my reaction, I was just like, it's like if you show me some Dragon Ball kind of opening, right? Like an intro, and then you show me Fire Emblem gameplay.
Yeah, okay, but Fire Emblem's fine, but
smoking.
But
no, it's a good game.
But the thing he's saying is that the animation sells you on this idea, and then it's like the game itself just looks super boring. Yeah.
It's action-packed intro sequence, and then you show me something that's as crazy as chess, you know?
Yeah, but chess is epic though, and I mean, for Fire Emblem's one of those games where they have these beautiful cinematics that they show off for their games, and the gameplay is a tactical RPG. But it's more of one of those games you have to play instead of watch, because if you just watch it, you're gonna be like, what? But
but when they show off an animation of Fire Emblem, I wouldn't call it super action packed like it was right there. Like it looked quick. Fire Emblem, there's a lot of action, but it's not fast, huge energy, fast paced. You know, it's more so toned down a little.
Most of the cinematics are mainly just events that happen. Nothing really fighting. Some of them do have fighting, but more of them is just to show off something big that happens in the game. But yeah, no, I get you.
The second thing I want to talk about is Skate, which is something that was announced a really, really long time ago.
We're still working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it. Still working on it. And I mean, the game looks great. There's fucking parkour. What the fuck?
Parkour.
Parkour.
Oh my lord.
One of my favorite Office skits. And there seems to be a first-person mode, but I'm not exactly sure. I think that's just a replay function. It looks great. It still looks wacky fun. let's just hope that EA doesn't fuck it up as they usually do. Am I right, fellas?
Bro,
No,
you're
they
gonna
don't.
need a microtransaction to open the game. You know, you're gonna need a
So
microtransaction.
true.
Yeah.
Oh god. But
You need
yeah,
a microtransaction to pay for the microtransaction.
exactly.
Oh
What?
my god.
We're going into deeper levels of microtransactioning.
Mm-hmm.
Unnecessary.
But another thing I think I liked from the Summer Game Fest that I just remembered, since no one's mentioned it, they did show off more of a Metaphor ReFantasia, which and everything, so that was also really cool to see. They mainly
It's Persona, but with more shit.
better. Oh,
It's Persona, but without the heart.
oh my.
Oh my god.
But regardless, I mean, it's more like Persona and SMT and all stuff, combining elements of both. But the thing is that the game they just mainly showed off what's it called, like the classes and everything. Like there's like 40 different classes essentially, and all that stuff. And they did show a little bit of a new trailer, which also looked really fucking cool. But it wasn't like anything like super crazy new, because I think they did like a presentation after that, which went into more detail, which I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to watch too much of this game. I feel like I've already seen a good amount with that showcase back in April. But this time
That's me. That's me after the first trailer. It's like, oh, you showed me all this? All right, that's it. I'm on board.
I'm interested.
No
You're
more.
like, I'm interested. I had to watch it before when I
Yeah.
had to guest star on someone else's podcast, but I mean, I did it just for that. But essentially, like, I'm trying to avoid anything else unless it like shows up in like a main showcase and all that stuff. I just had to mention that because I know you guys, none of you had mentioned it, so I was like, wait, let me just mention it. But other than that, besides Tough Bus, you know, the greatest game ever. Was there anything else that we haven't talked about? Actually, like you guys can remember?
No, I don't think so. Like for me, I'm just gonna save like my full opinions for like the presentation for later, like when we get into that. But
Yeah.
for right now, like my only thing is I'm just excited really for Shadow Generations. I personally
Bro.
just want like the coolest thing for me personally, because I mean if we're talking in generations, it would be up until that point, right? So we wouldn't get like say like an Infinite, for example. I just want to see Mephiles. That'd be so sick. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. Just bring him in just for that one game, and there you go. But like that's pretty much it of what I would like to see.
I get you. And I think the other thing I'd mention here, so I mentioned Metaphor. The other thing I think, oh yeah, that's where we saw Lego Horizon Adventures. That's right. But we're gonna talk about it again soon. That was funny. Oh, but other than that, like the thing is that we mentioned a good amount of games here, but then we also got to remember that the Summer Game Fest is over 2 hours, well, almost 2 hours, and it had way more announcements, and a lot of them were just kind of all right, at least in our opinions, right? But
Yeah.
I think like what really killed it, what made me realize was like, oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? They started off with with Lego Horizons.
oh my god, yeah.
Like why is that your first game you show?
Yeah, and why wasn't that in the PlayStation State of Play? Like the fuck?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah. Why was that in here and in Nintendo's Direct before Sony's? What is going on here?
Exactly. They show Monster Hunter Wilds again, but like they showed pretty much almost the exact same thing as the PlayStation, the State of Play. Slightly different things, but like again, they're like saving all the info for Gamescom. And then Phantom Blade Zero was the way it ended, which honestly looks cool.
Oh
and
my
everything.
god, finally. Freaking 9
Which
months
thing?
of waiting for info, and I thought they freaking let this game die, but they're still working on it. So thank God.
What game?
Phantom Blade Zero.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's gonna be a very anticipated game. I'm looking forward
It
to.
looks cool. It's not a Souls-like game, so that's already a good thing. But I'm very curious to see more about it. It does look nice, but I'm not that crazy about it. But overall, I have to say this. Like, well, I did enjoy Summer Game Fest, right? And I think I rated like a 6 out of 10 or something, right? I'm
Mhm.
honestly shocked because like there was a lot of things I liked here compared to State of Play, but I was seeing a lot of people online basically saying how this was absolutely horrendous and boring and awful. I'm like, damn, okay. Like I feel like we were basically in the minority on that one, putting it as a 6 out of 10 game, like 6 out of 10 presentation. Most people were rating it like 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10s. Like, it was like in the F range for people. I'm like, damn, okay, maybe.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like,
Because Jeff Keighley sucks. Like, he's not a good host. He's not fun anymore. Remember when,
I'd be the good host.
after
yeah.
like now he's wearing like shoes that match with his dress. Like, what's going on
Bro.
here? Like, that's when Jeff Keighley died.
Yeah,
remember, like,
fix that.
but it's
That's
like
when he really fell off.
like I don't know about you guys, but for me, ever since the Game Awards, like I don't think no one likes Jeff Keighley at the moment, right? For example,
Nope.
during the Game Awards, he never talked about the layoffs. Now he talks about the layoffs, but he goes over it so quickly, and he does like this. I forget exactly what he says, but he basically does like that sucks that happened, but we're making room for new games and new experiences. So
he did a good job. He did a good job at actually talking about it because
I don't think
he detailed. I think he did a good job, especially when he started detailing because he spent like a minute or two talking about it. And he mentioned how like the top 10 games on Steam, for example, right? Out of the 10 of them that were there, 8 of them were basically indie games and everything from independent developers and all that stuff. And he highlighted how basically how in this industry, like you need these people and everything. And I honestly was like, damn, he did a pretty good job talking about it. Like he actually
I was going to mention, like, he said basically to the other big companies, like the big 3. Well, not the
big 3, but everyone doing layoffs.
Like
Ubisoft,
like the big
EA,
boys, right?
Yeah, Bethesda.
Yeah, he was like, hey, step it up. the indies are dominating you right now.
Yeah, showing how the indies are dominating you guys. Yeah.
You, me. Anyway.
Yeah, but he did say that. He basically said how the indie developers are dominating here with a lesser budget, a lesser team, and here you are firing all these other people and all that stuff. So I think he did do a good job addressing the situation, like after so long. But the main thing is, bro, like Jeff, I wish you would have brought back. Please wrap it up. I think that would have been epic.
Wrap it up. I think that's really killed. What really killed his reputation.
Yeah, please wrap it up. That was so dumb. Like, I get it. He wants to not have like a long, like presentation. But I'm sorry, if you pick up an award, you shouldn't be telling people to wrap it up, bro. Especially when they're what's it called? They're non-English speakers. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
and when you fly them over here all the way from Japan after like 24-hour jet lag, well, 12-hour more so, but like you bring them all the way over here and just be like, hey, you're not getting an award, fuck off.
Wow.
That's not just that, like even the funniest thing he said during that entire thing was like, oh yeah, guys, like we're gonna, how do I say this? Oh, that he said, oh, like we really hope Nintendo comes back, for future presentation, like for future events. We're really hoping that Nintendo shows up for those. It's like, how are you gonna expect Nintendo to want to show up after you told like so many of their staff, hey, you're a little too slow, buddy. Hurry it up.
Yeah, that was so, like, to me that was like really dumb. But other than that, like Summer Game Fest for me was a 6 out of 10. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't the best. Like, it wasn't bad, like really bad. It was just, to me, it was okay with some really cool announcements that I was interested in. Like, I was honestly genuinely shocked.
Yeah, of all the showing that we've had from Jeff Keighley, this was probably the best one. And that's not, I mean, it sounds like it's not saying much, but like most of the Jeff Keighley things, like whether it's the Game Awards or the Summer Games Fest, they're most of the part garbage, doo-doo butter. This one was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like, just 6 out of 10 good,
Yeah.
That was like just for me. But again, it seems like the general consensus is that this was actually really bad. It was more of like a 4 out of 10, which is again shocking to me because I didn't know. I guess we were in the minority and everything. But yeah, that was the Summer Game Fest. Overall, okay, at least for me. Great thunder. That's a good cue to move on to the next topic. All right,
Yeah, we love rain and thunder clouds and rain.
I want to kill.
Okay, bro. Anyways, next up, let's go ahead and move on to the Xbox Game Showcase, which to me was the one that shocked me with how people reacted to it. Because to me, this was more of like a 4 to 5 out of 10 presentation, but to many people rated this like an 8 to 9 out of 10. So from the general consensus, people were generally happy. The people who really watched this said that this was one of the best presentations for the year and everything. And I was just shocked because I guess maybe for me, like a lot of these games don't interest me. So I definitely rated it lower. But I just want to get out of the way for Xbox Game Showcase to just start off before you guys start mentioning everything or anything that you guys remember. Is going to be Expedition 33 for me. I think it's cleared obscure Expedition 33.
Yeah.
That game, like, genuinely caught me off guard. Because at first, when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, this looks whatever. Looks pretty, open environment, whatever. And then I saw the gameplay, how it's this turn-based, unique gameplay where, you know, like, when you pretty much attack and everything, you can even... And then when it's, like, the enemy's chance to attack, you can even dodge. You can time your attacks correctly. I'm like, holy shit. Okay, this is a pretty interesting-looking turn-based RPG. I'm like, all right, we're cooking with this one. The developers seem to be like big fans of stuff that I like Persona and Kingdom Hearts, for example. So yeah, I personally think we're in good hands and everything with this one. Like Expedition 33 looks really, really fun. You get to see France destroyed. You know, basically saying that they hate the French. But no, other than that, like Expedition 33 looks pretty. I think the gameplay looks interesting, and I honestly am interested in buying it. It also is coming out to PS5 and PC, so you'll be able to get it on those systems. So don't be scared that it's only on Xbox. But to me, Expedition 33 seems to be like a game that we have to keep an eye out for. We have to pretty much keep an eye on it, and then once it comes out and gets a release date, I'd probably try it out and buy it. That's what it's looking like to me. But I wanted to like start off with just talking about Expedition 33. But what are you gonna say about it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy it day one. I mean, probably not day one, but I'm for sure buying it. Like, especially when you see that they really like. I think they even said they like Smash. Like, this is
like it just showed
how you should
the devs' favorite games.
Their favorite games. Yeah, like this is how you should hire someone. You're just like, all right, what's your favorite game? Sorry for the thunder. Oh,
true.
It didn't mean to be this dramatic. What's your favorite game? And then they're just like, Persona. And then it's like, hired.
You're in. But I mean, obviously they have dev experience. But yeah, regardless of the case, like I think Expedition 33, in my opinion, was the best showing of it. Probably not for people because some people preferred some other things like the Gears of War coming back and everything. So, and that was only mainly a cinematic. People are apparently very excited just for that, you know, and I just hope it's good for people who enjoy Gears of War, because, I mean, so far, Halo, like, they'll make a new Halo, people are excited for it, and then it comes out, and people are like, this is ass. You know? But,
Wait, what?
The Gears of War.
Oh.
Remember, they showed a new Gears of War game and everything, and it was just mainly cinematic, but people are excited, and I'm like, all right, cool. Hey, yo, people are excited, that's fine by me.
I mean, it's fine because it's a teaser for a game. I mean, for a franchise that didn't have a game for quite a while. I can understand that. But let's not forget about Metroid Prime 4.
We're not at the
We didn't get a single trailer still.
My God.
I know. But we still have yet to get a trailer for that. Am I right, fellas?
Okay, bro.
What?
Okay, bro. Anyways,
your attempts to be comedic have failed. Pack your bags and leave.
Wow.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for like the Xbox Game Showcase for me. Like, well, I mean, I have more to talk about. But like, there's one more thing I want to talk about, but I just want to mainly get out Expedition 33. Unless you guys want to mention anything else about that game, but if you remember anything,
Dark Ages, baby. Let's go.
There you go. Talk about it then, bro. Because that was the other game I wanted to mention. Doom: The Dark Ages. So tell me about it. Talk about it.
A cape. Mance has a cape now. He has a shield. There's mechs. There's flying whatever the hell. Bro, this
Demons.
game about to go crazy. Bro,
Well-
it's not even just demons anymore. There's literal mech. There's mechons.
Oh boy. The Mechon have invaded. Xenoblade Cross Doom.
Exactly.
Yeah, Doom
Nah,
the Dark
nah,
Ages
Doom-
is one of the ones I want to mention. Like Doom the Dark Ages looks really fun. My favorite Christian game to play. Nothing like killing a bunch of demons with a skull.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
it's
The machine
crazy,
gun-
bro.
The machine gun skull pellets.
That was-
And in the last game, if y'all remember in Doom Eternal, this man got a sword, but now he has a shield and a freaking cape. He went full on gladiator up in this bitch. Like, goddamn.
They did say they're trying to make it like kind of like close to medieval and everything. The Dark Ages and everything. What they're calling it. It honestly looks really fun and cool. It just looks like Doom to me.
Oh, wait. Did you just say the Dark Ages?
Yeah.
You know what that means? This is a Sonic game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here we go, baby.
Now
Sonic
you're making
06.
me not want to play it.
But all jokes
Bro.
aside, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow,
Right?
good job exposing yourself. Square is
Bro.
going to eat you alive.
I
Exactly.
don't care about
but-
Sonic.
But anyway, so
Good.
no, but all that said, like the Doom reveal is probably like, my favorite one for sure because, truth be told, I can't remember anything else.
Understandable.
Like, I'm struggling to remember a lot of what they showed in that, which kind of sucks because I'm pretty sure there were a lot of other really good announcements that I'm just not remembering.
No, I don't blame you because like you see it and it's like people are saying this was like an 8 to 9 out of 10 presentation. Like and I'm like, damn. I feel like I'm the one that I'm in the minority in this case because I'm like I just thought it was like a 4 to
Same.
5 out of 10. Like a lot of the things for me just didn't interest me because I didn't care about the games. I mean, other than that, you had a new look at Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. What was it? You had what was it? The Perfect Dark reboot got gameplay, right?
Yeah.
I know Fable had something. There was the
Didn't
indie.
they show Silent Hill there? Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
Sonic Games Plus? I can't
No,
recall.
I don't think it was Silent Hill. I think it was like something that was kind of similar.
No, it was Silent Hill 2.
One of these presentations had a
remake.
Silent Hill 2 remake. I just don't remember which one had it.
No, this one, I don't think this one had.
No, it was Xbox, I think. Yeah.
No, look, I'm looking at it
Okay.
here. I mean, I'm looking at a mega thread here, but I don't see it on here. That's why.
Probably didn't update the list or something.
No, I mean this is all updated because it also includes Black Ops 6 stuff.
Yo, Black Ops, Jacob, that's your shit.
Oh my
Like,
God, we're not talking about Black
you're
Ops
hyped.
6.
Mid ops. No way.
Huh? Look,
Wait,
it
he
got
used to
mid.
play it.
It got mid after 3. But what's it called? Yeah, no, there's nothing here for Silent Hill that I can see. But I think there was something that was shown off at one point, but like not here, not on the Xbox. I don't remember. But regards to the case, so yes, I said like I don't know, this the Indiana Jones game. But other than that, it's like for me, like a lot of those games that I mentioned don't really interest me at all. So that's why I haven't talked about them unless if any of them interest you, right? Like the Metal Gear Solid Delta, Fable, Perfect Dark reboot, the Indiana Jones game. If you want to talk about them, go for it. I don't mind. Personally, for me, I'm not that
I really
crazy about
care.
any of them. Yeah, like I'm like I don't really care that much about them. I'm like, that's cool, and that's about it. And I think everyone else agrees with me.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
With me, I don't know how to feel about Konami anymore because the company is kind of doo-doo butter now.
Doodle butt cheeks.
Yeah, and like, sure, they're remaking like a good game like from a loved series, which is gonna be my same opinion on Metal Gear Solid. I'm not that excited about it because, well, first of all, Kojima isn't working on it, so that's not the mind behind the series. Who would have thought? And then Silent Hill, they're just gonna fuck it up somehow. I know they will.
We'll see.
And I mean, look, I will say this: there have been many Metal Gear Solid stories that have been written with and not done by Hideo Kojima. that can still match that energy. I forget the writers' names, but me personally, I don't really. I understand like his treatment in Konami was terrible. Don't get me wrong. Like obviously that he didn't deserve to go through it. Nor should anyone. But I don't think he needs to be there for a game that feel like Metal Gear Solid. You just need a competent writer, and Metal Gear Solid has had several that weren't just Kojima at the helm. Man.
Also, Silent Hill Remake was part of the State of Play.
Oh, I get it.
Goes to
I
show how
remember
we,
that.
yeah, goes to show how we didn't remember that.
Like I remembered it being somewhere, I just didn't remember where.
And the Indiana Jones game, I don't know, like they mainly showed off a cinematic that looked cool, and then it's like they showed the gameplay. I'm like, it looks kind of slow.
From the Indiana Jones games. You stupid Americans and your city cartoons. Choo choo.
Oh yeah. I
That was
remember
the
that. That's
funniest
right.
part of the trailer. That was the funniest part of the trailer.
Like,
Why the fuck did they do
that was
Why
funny,
did
bro.
he do that?
But like, I don't know, the gameplay looked kind of slow to me. I don't know. I mean, yes, it's an Indiana Jones game, but I mean, maybe it's good. People are excited. But overall, like, I mean, I can't remember much. Like, at least from the seeing here, at least that interests me. But I pretty much rated it personal experience like a 5 out of 10, like 5 to 4 out of 10. I forgot what exactly I rated it.
Right.
It just didn't interest me that much. You know what I mean? But that's just me personally. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, that was just me.
Doom Dark Ages and Expedition 33 definitely for sure.
Oh yeah,
But
no,
everything
definitely.
else
Yeah, I
was.
think- Yeah,
but everything
those two
else
were-
is like pretty. At least for
Yeah.
me.
Those two were my biggest highlights. Fable, I would have been more excited, but I don't even think they showed gameplay. No, they did, but it wasn't doing it for me.
Agreed.
I don't know. And
Agreed.
like there were definitely some things that were more memorable, but they weren't for me, I feel.
Same
I
here.
don't know why, but everything that's too realistic now, I just don't care. I don't care, man.
I don't blame
Style over realism. I'm on that
Ooh.
path now.
You're right though.
Look, I
Yeah.
may be a bit casual when it comes to this, in my opinion, but if it looks pretty, then you know, I mean, it looks pretty, but you gotta show how well it plays. You know, you gotta show gameplay.
Some interesting gameplay, exactly.
So it's not always about showing off how like advanced and how pretty your game is. You gotta show off what you gotta show everything off, just not just the the pretty graphics.
Exactly. Like you just show off if you can show off the game and everything, it looks great. That's awesome. But like, where's the gameplay? Like you got to show some gameplay. Like for me to fully judge a game, I'm not gonna get a game just based on how pretty it is. It can be pretty and then have one of the most garbage doo-doo butt cheeks gameplay.
Exactly.
But overall, for me, the Xbox Game Showcase was somewhere like a 4 out of 10 for me or something like that, or like a 5 out of 10 for me personally.
I would rank it the same, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So is it time?
Unless anyone wants to talk about the Xbox stuff.
I'm good.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
we're good.
No, we pretty much talked about those two games. That's pretty much all we cared about.
All right, then we're moving on to the better presentation. Here we go, boys. All right, the final presentation we got to talk about is, of course,
the Nindy Direct from Nintendo.
What is he talking about? Anyways,
What?
we're not talking about no Nindies. We're talking about the big boy Nintendo Direct that Nintendo promised us last month when they revealed that they're working on the Switch successor, which you can watch our thoughts on that in the previous podcast, which you should click on the playlist that will appear in the top right, which you should do right now, or after
He's not
this.
going to remember to do that.
I'm not going to do it. Yeah, you're probably right. Actually, no, I always do it for all the videos. I just don't do it on the exact point. Anyways, just click on that top little I button there and then go to the playlist after this video and then watch what we thought about the Nintendo Switch 2 in the previous episode after this episode finishes. All right, anyways, back to Nintendo Direct here, boys. So, the winner?
Yeah.
The
For
winner? 100%.
100%?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for me personally, like I guess for me, like I mean, it goes to show what type of games I like, right? I personally think that the Nintendo Direct was the best things. Like they had the best announcements and everything, the best stuff that was shown off. Like starting off, like going in order, the best game ever, right? Fairy Tail 2, right? That's what we're gonna talk about first. Fairy Tail 2, baby. Yeah.
Look, I used to watch it. Me and my brother used to watch the actual anime, but I kind of stopped watching.
Yeah,
it.
we
I
don't
know if
care.
he still,
We don't care.
So I like Lucy Heartfilia.
Understandable.
It's hard.
Anyways, the greatest game ever, right? Memories in Orbit, or as we like to call it, Mio. I love how we all had the same thought process when we saw Mio. Mio Xenoblade.
Exactly.
We're-
bro. It's gotta
I
be
didn't
peak
even
because
think
it's
of it.
You didn't think
because
of it?
Mio Xenoblade, bro. It's obviously gonna be peak.
See,
I'm a fake Xenoblade fan.
Yeah, you
I
are.
guess.
Yeah, you are.
Wow,
sorry.
he's a fake
I'm-
fan.
I'm fake. I'm not the
Unreal.
one who brought this guy into the series.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't, bruh.
Anyways, so let's start off, right? Let's get it out of the way. So we start off with Mario and Luigi Brothership, right? So the Mario and Luigi series is not dead.
Let's go.
Alpha Dream is dead, but not Mario and Luigi.
My stupid ass thought it was Sticker Star, like probably like a Sticker Star.
Yeah,
sort
my
of
man
remake,
said
but
Sticker
it was-
Star. My reaction.
Man, I thought it was gonna be some kind of remake. So
If-
I mean, Sticker Star was the first game.
Look,
that
if
came out.
Theo was in the VC with us when we were watching it, he would have been like, "I'm gonna send you to Jesus."
I will
Yeah.
send you to Jesus.
I would have been really angry.
Yeah. But yeah, so Mario and Luigi Brothership. We got Mario and Luigi's coming back. It's not dead. Looks cool for me personally. I've only really played Superstar Saga and I haven't really even finished it. That was like years back. But yeah, Mario and Luigi, new game and everything. I just wish that there was more cell shading and everything, personally. But it looks cool. Looks cool and everything. But I'll let Theo talk more because I know he'll probably gush more. But
Yeah, me and Sabs, I
yeah,
guess.
so go for it, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So I've seen a lot of debate about multiple things on the Twitters. I know it's kind of cringe, but we got to bring it up somehow. First of all, the art style. I don't know why people are angry about it. All right. I know a lot of people will like it, but I saw a little bit of a minority there just being like, hey, this shit looks like ass. What is wrong with you?
What are you talking about, bro? The game looks great.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people. I mean, I saw a bunch of people on Twitter just being like, it's not for me. I don't know. But no, it looks great. And usually I'd be the one who just makes like a whole jamboree about it. Anyways, I'm usually the one who doesn't really like new styles and stuff like that. But this one, I actually really like it. They really nailed the original artwork kind of style to a T, and the animations make it even better. They're stretchy. Mwah. Me likey.
Stretchy.
Second things about the Mario and Luigi voice actor, obviously, Kevin Afghani was his name. I
think
forgot.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought his name was Jason Griffith for probably people hating him. So probably.
Exactly.
The Mario
Wrong
fans
series.
the Mario fans have turned into Sonic fans. You love to see it.
Yeah. So his voice. I mean, there are some parts where I don't like it. There are some parts I do like it. First of all, when he makes like little sounds, just going ha, ooh, yahoo, things like that. He sounds great, amazing. It reminds me of the good old GameCube days. Now, when he does some longer sentences or just calling out to Mario and all that, it doesn't sound all that great. And he kind of needs to work a little bit on that. Not a huge deal breaker. Maybe later down the line, but I believe. All right.
We can fly up in the sky.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Persona. Yeah, no, okay, I believe. Anyways, what else to talk about? Well, the gameplay looks fucking beautiful. As soon as they did the first attack, I was like, this is it. We got peak right here. It's back. It's back.
We're so back, baby.
Yeah. And the game looks just beautiful. Like I'm still gonna kind of miss the sprites because like the sprites were super expressive, but maybe I'll change my mind once I play it. Who knows? It's great to see that all three Mario RPGs are back, alive and well. Specifically Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it to Sabs in terms of what else you can talk about.
I mean, when it comes to the game, there were some interesting things about it. So based on the footage, I looked through it, and I've come to two different conclusions. One, this is either a two-player game, so you could play with a friend, and they could take control of Luigi or Mario, whichever. Because we've seen instances of Mario and Luigi acting on their own, like going on different directions, but they're still like played at the same time. Because in like older or like for example, Superstar Saga, you would have instances where you would only play as Luigi, or you would be separated with like Mario or whatever the case may be. Whereas in this, we have like both characters acting at the same time, so it could either be a two-player game, or there'll be instances where they would want you to use like we'll just say the second control stick or Joy-Con or whatever, to move Luigi at the same time as Mario for different puzzles or segments of the game. So those are the two different conclusions I have come up with in terms of how this game might function. That's really about it. I mean, gameplay wise, I mean, hey, it's Mario and Luigi. I love Mario and Luigi. We all love
Hell
Mario
yeah.
and Luigi. So I think, and there's nothing really weird going on. Like I didn't notice anything strange from the gameplay that they showed. It just looks like standard Mario and Luigi fare. I'm not really like. It is kind of funny how, these guys got a new game instead of a remake. I thought that was cool because, like, with the other two RPGs, no hate, just like they only got remakes, and I thought that was kind of funny.
I feel as though it makes sense though compared to the other
Mario
two.
RPG sense, sure, but Paper Mario, I mean,
Okay. I wouldn't say so because when it comes to Paper Mario, the thing with it is that you had like the Paper Mario like pre-Wii era, which is Paper Mario 64 and the Thousand Year Door, which is its own kind of game. And then you go into Super Paper Mario, which is still a good game. The story is just as good as the Thousand Year Door in a way. Maybe a little darker, but it's great. And then you got the sticker era. Doo-doo, butter, okay?
But that was my first Paper Mario game.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it's good. It's just
Yeah,
like
you're
Final
right.
Fantasy 13. It was my first Final Fantasy game and it wasn't good.
True.
Well,
so
you
true.
just you need to have a better Final Fantasy experience, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
That was his first one.
It's not my fault. Just like how it wasn't Jacob's fault that he played fucking the Sticker
Star. I
Star.
literally bought it because people were like, "Oh, the series is cool." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll play this as my first one."
Yeah, now he has a bad taste in his mouth every time he thinks about it. which is
Yeah,
sad.
Anyways, is it Joe? Is it Joe?
Yeah, yeah, when it comes to the Thousand Year Door, I think going with the remake route makes sense because we had the Origami King, and then they were just like, okay, but which ones do the fans want more of, the Origami King or the Thousand Year Door? And I'm putting my agenda down on the table. All right, we need more of the Thousand Year Door. Okay, if you haven't bought the game, buy it right now. Right now. I will buy. I don't have money. I will not buy it for you. But you're gonna miss out on a great experience. I'm just saying. That's your fault.
He's like, I'm
All right.
broke. Mhm.
But
the funny thing about that reveal was that like for Paper Mario, I thought it was funny because like I remember when that was announced, people thought like, oh, so now Mario and Luigi's officially like dead then, because we all thought to
Yeah.
ourselves, there's no way. Like I think that was like the main reason why they were swerving off with Paper Mario. So it's like, oh, we're dead Mario and Luigi. We don't need two games. On
Mhm.
whatever, and like two different RPG series. And here comes the Switch with three different RPG series, and they all, well, I mean, Mario and Luigi doesn't come up, but those first two have done incredibly well. So I think
Yeah.
Nintendo started to realize, hey, you know what? Let's not beat around the bush. Let's just make the games people want to see. And I think going forward, Paper Mario will stay as an RPG series. My only concern is, they really got to stop with their freaky feet. Okay, I don't know who's writing those games now, but keep that away from
What?
me.
Huh?
What? What?
Uh-huh.
Wait,
No,
is he talking about the 1,000-year door?
the Thousand Year Door, yeah, writing. Keep that writing away from Mario and Luigi, and I think I'm good. Um,
It is
uh,
true, but
well,
they
y-
weren't like that.
Well,
like,
when
that's
you
not
think
what they
when you
did.
think about it, the writers of Paper Mario are basically the same as the Fire Emblem writers, since it do be intelligent systems working on the games. So you just say you don't like Fire Emblem writing, and actually, you know what? There you go. That's
yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah,
Damn.
Fire Emblem and Paper
Exactly.
Mario hand in hand, all full
That's exactly-
writing.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
That's exactly what I'm saying. 100%, 1,000%.
You what?
You what?
But no, okay, I forgot what I was gonna go. Oh yeah, so when it comes to Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi, it's great to see them back together because, like you said, Miyamoto was the one who was like, I don't know if we should have like two different Mario RPGs. Like it's kind of silly. No, it's completely different. Okay, it's different. They're both just as great because they are different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're both unique in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I mean, I just need to replay Superstar Saga and everything like that, and then get into them. Replay Bowser's Inside Story that I also have from you. So I just need to get into them eventually. I just need to find time.
Bruh.
True.
It's not that long of a game.
That's still a lot of time, especially with all the stuff I have, bro. It's gonna take a while, bro.
Bruh.
But what's it called? Mario and Luigi Brothers. That was a pretty good announcement.
Your backlog will never get finished as long as a Persona game exists out there.
Exactly, bro. Let's go. And working. Don't forget about working. And the gym, where I only
Oh
have
my
God.
about 2 hours to play. But anyways,
But yeah, like Brothership, I'm excited. Just next time, give me another Bowser's Inside Story remake with these graphics.
a
out.
good one. A good one.
Good
I
one.
mean, the remake wasn't
It's
bad.
alright.
No, it just,
No,
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad.
It was a
just
downgrade
at
for
a
people in terms of
terrible moment.
the visuals.
Yeah, which is what I mean. I'd rather have the new style that we have right now, which is I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's really good. Um, than the sprites we had for Bowser's Inside Story and all that. I much prefer the new style and the original one compared to
Mhm.
the remastered ones.
Understandable. Yeah, Mario and Luigi's Brothership was a pretty good one. I mean, I think me and Jonathan are both like, yeah, it's pretty cool. We're both pretty
Yeah,
quiet.
y'all were pretty cool, but you weren't like going,
True.
which is quite unfortunate.
But we thought it was cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Mario and Luigi Brothership. It's a game. I'm happy for everyone who's pretty excited for that. And I just hope it's good. That's
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Did you
Damn.
say womp womp?
Sure did.
But yeah, if you guys got nothing else to say, we're gonna move on to like some other games here that we have. What's it called here? We have Fantasia Neo Dimension, a game made by the original creator of Final Fantasy and the original composer of Final Fantasy. Seems to be
It
fun.
looks really interesting. I'll give him that.
It looks interesting, yeah, agreed. And they're doing what they can with a low budget. Gameplay looks pretty cool. You know, the fact that you can like kind of angle your attacks to attack multiple enemies. Cool idea. I have nothing much to say about it except I just hope it's good. That's pretty much it. I'll keep my eye on it. Let's see if anyone else wants to talk about it, but
Wah.
Understand.
Wow.
All right, let's see here. Nintendo Switch Sports basketball, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Go
Yeah.
basketball.
That's what I'm saying.
Peak.
The only
Yeah.
announcement that mattered.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't care.
What?
I don't care either.
Anyways, we're moving on from that one because we do not care.
Wii Sports is better.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure. There we
Yes!
go.
What, better Animal Crossing? Did I hear better? Animal
True, so true, bro. Keep spitting, bro. The peak gaming, bro. On God, Hello Kitty Island Adventure is going to be peak, bro. Oh my God, bro, so peak, bro.
I'm over
Anyways.
here playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Anyways, so enough with the trolling. So let's move on to I think one of the big ones that we have to talk about. Probably Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. This is a game I was thinking about that I really wanted to get a port. I played on the Wii. I didn't get that far in it and everything. It was during my like Call of Duty phase and everything, so I didn't play that much of it. But like, oh my God, bro, not Call of Duty, Donkey Kong Country Returns. From what I played back on the Wii, the game's like genuinely like super fun and everything. I just didn't have the time to play a lot of it. But and I know there's 3DS version. I do own it on 3DS, but I'm glad to see that there's another way to play it now. This time on the Switch, and yeah, I think it's great. They didn't really do anything like unique like the Wii, like what they did with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, where they gave us like funky mode. They gave us
Yeah. It's gonna happen eventually.
True. Wait, I think was Dixie added for the Wii? Was Dixie added for the port? No, it was already there.
I think it was just in the original Donkey Kong Country Returns. I think it was just Diddy Kong.
No. I'm talking
Yeah, it
about
was just Diddy Kong.
I'm talking about Tropical Freeze because in Tropical Freeze, I think Dixie and Cranky were in the original Wii U version.
Yeah, they were in the original. Yeah,
It's just that Funky was the new one and everything for. For
he's
Tropical
the new
Freeze.
main character.
Yeah, but for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, they're not really doing anything. It's just Donkey Kong Country Returns. That's pretty much all I'm seeing. No new added features or anything. It just looks to me like the same game, but with better visuals.
And I noticed like this whole ass thread again of people just bitching about it somehow. I'm like, bro, it looks great. What is wrong with
I'm telling you, bro.
I don't see the problem.
The Sonic fans have entered the Mario community, bro. It's they have become the new Sonic fans, bro.
Like I was they were talking about how there were problems with the visuals. And I'm like, bro, this is coming out in 6 months.
It's
not even done
6
yet.
months. 6 months.
Yeah. Wait, what? I don't know.
The 6 months meme.
I don't know that meme, but
It's just a picture of like Riot from the Venom movie, and it's just 6 months.
oh, I've never seen it. Damn.
I'll send it
and
to
I
you.
call myself an editor.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
But we saw the same kind of problems when they first showed off Mario Strikers. There were huge FPS issues. I know I'm bringing it back up this, but that's that's because that's the only one I remember fondly. And there was this part where Rosalina was going on screen, and then there was no shadow under her. And I'm like, they're gonna fix that, right? They did. Oh, that one. Oh,
the 6 months.
The 6 months.
But essentially, it's Donkey Kong. I'm happy. I'm glad to see it's another game that was on Wii and 3DS that is being ported over for modern people to play, like for modern consoles for people to play. The thing is that, you know, it was interesting that they did Tropical Freeze first. I'm like, I get it, right? Get that out of the Wii U because some people didn't even play it. Some people played the Wii one. But now I'm glad to see that Returns HD is here. Now when you think about the Wii, it's like almost 20 years old. It's literally going to be a retro console. Yeah, it's almost 20 years old, bro.
Shut up.
The Wii is going to be retro.
Stop right there, sir.
So too bad, so sad.
Theo doesn't want to feel old, bro.
Oh, too bad. You know what's
don't.
already retro? The DS. It just became like 20. So
I'm a killer.
but essentially, the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD to me gets 3 thumbs up. Fucking amazing, bro. I'm glad to see that this game is on Switch. Unless anyone else wants to say anything about it, because I'm real, there really isn't much to say except it's on Switch in HD
I thought they were
Comes
gonna
out
port
next
over
year.
Tropical Freeze. Bro.
next year too. Wait, they did. Oh, that's right. You said that, but they did already port that over. If I remember correctly, you were like, yeah, because like I think you said something like, "I hope they port over Tropical Freeze." I'm like, they did that already.
And I keep forgetting that they did it because the Switch has no games apparently.
Yeah, it doesn't. Anyways,
That was
It
one of their
does.
advertisements.
Oh,
Nintendo
no.
Switch has
Has
games,
games,
okay? It
yeah.
has games.
It does.
but yeah,
Let
so
me tell you
But
what
does it
doesn't
really?
though. The PS5.
True. Anyways, yeah, after Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, they followed it up with some Dragon Quest love. You know, we had Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D
Yeah.
remake and the surprise announcement of 1 and 2 getting HD 2D remakes coming in 2025. And they really advertised it saying, "Yo, play 3 first, then play 1 and 2." I'm like, "Bro, ain't no way you just said that."
Womp,
Hey, if
womp.
Womp,
the
womp.
dev wants, if that's what the dev wants, then I'll do it, bro.
No, I'm not doing that, but I
I
Hmm?
I mean, they're only saying that because that's like timeline order.
Yeah. It's
But,
like
I mean, I think-
Castlevania. Like 1, 2, and 3. Like, cause I know Castlevania 1 and 2 is a sequel to 1, but 3 is a prequel to 1 and 2. You know.
For me, I'll probably play it in 3, 1, and 2 order because 1 and 2 comes out later, and I'll probably have a few more bells and whistles that would be added. Especially because like 1 and 2, I've played 1, for example. There are times where I just got straight up lost in that game. So I would definitely want to play 3 and then 1 and 2 because I want to appreciate all the new bells and whistles that they added for 1 and 2
Mm-hmm.
mainly. So that's what I'm looking forward to when it comes to those remakes.
I get you.
But
But
that day one by.
But at
Dragon
least
Quest 3 HD remake, that definitely day one by.
yeah, but for me, like when I look at Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake, I think it's gorgeous. I love obviously the pixel art, right? Gorgeous. And the 3D environments, like they just fit so well. I think it's being made by the Octopath Traveler devs and
Travelers
everything.
devs, yeah.
And-
That's why it's so good.
And 10 out of 10. Like I think the visuals look beautiful. I know there's some people who don't like that visual. It's like controversial, right? Because some people hate it, some people like it. I personally like it,
Yeah,
and I
what
want
the
to
fuck?
see. Yeah, I know, right? I want to see more of it, right? Like I want to see more games in this style. Not every game, obviously, but like I do want to see more in this style. So for me, Dragon Quest 3 looks great. I think it's pretty cool. They're also doing it for 1 and 2 as well. Anyone else want to say anything about Dragon Quest?
Play it. Play the game.
Understandable.
It looks pretty mid.
Damn,
Okay, bro. You're just a Square Enix hater.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
yes.
The only good thing that came out of that fucking company is just Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
True. Anyways.
Okay, broaden your horizon.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
What about Marvel Avengers? Anyways.
Oh my god.
Anyways, they briefly went over this because it's coming out soon. It's Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. I mean, I don't think there really needs to be much said about that one, Theo. Right? It's Luigi's Mansion 2.
No, not really.
Yeah, I like
it just fixes the frame rate. That's all you gotta talk about.
I
That's it.
I just love how they dropped the Dark Moon title on it. They just call it Luigi's Mansion 2, bro.
Thank God.
Now, hopefully, you guys get your Luigi's Mansion 1 HD. So that one's not stuck on the 3DS as well.
Oh, okay. All right. If we're talking about this, though, I don't want the Luigi's Mansion 1 from the 3DS, okay?
you want
I
the
want the
GameCube.
one from the GameCube specifically. Because it was really huge. First of all, the thing with the whole visuals and the art style, sure, it's not the craziest looking game, but the atmosphere was fucking insane for a Mario game like that. It was crazy good. And Luigi's Mansion, the one on 3DS, they completely removed it. They were just like, okay, let's make it back to cartoony like we had for Luigi's Mansion 2. And I was just like, what are you doing? You had such a great thing going on here. What are you doing? Oh, that just hurts.
I don't know anything about
Maybe I
Luigi's
care,
Mansion,
bro.
but so I'm just hearing Theo go off. I'm like, go off, King.
Hey, just go off, bro.
But yeah, hopefully that does happen eventually. Luigi's Mansion 1 gets an HD remaster. We have Luigi's Mansion 2, obviously, so I mean, I hope that holds people off, Luigi's Mansion fans, so I hope you guys are happy. I hope.
Fucking Max over here was just like, oh, why are they showing Luigi's Mansion 2 every time? Bro,
he's spitting.
what do you mean every time? No, he's not.
Yeah. Anyways,
Silly guy.
he's spitting. And speaking of Maximilian, y'all already know the best reveal at the Nintendo
It's
Direct.
Marvel, baby.
Y'all already know, bro. That is the only game that mattered at the Nintendo Direct. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting
What
Collection
the fuck?
Arcade Class. Yes, you heard me right. It's a port of a franchise I thought was dead. Abdir, bro, we alive, bro. We are here. We are eating. It looks like we might, bro. It looks like a good future for the series, Abdir. What do you think, bro?
Can't believe they revived.
I'm gonna let
Mid.
you guys cook. I'm not really a fighting game kind
Mid-
of guy, so I'm.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna let you guys cook. I'll let
He's
you
not a
guys-
Sonic guy.
Just
I
say,
hate all of you.
just say you don't like video games. Anyways,
Wow, I do like video games. What do you mean?
anyways, so Marvel's Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, the game that definitely was the biggest surprise for me and my favorite announcement. It's just ports, but these games have not been re-released and they have been stuck on their like original consoles and the re-releases that were all delisted. So if you didn't have a copy already, you're fucked. But this includes 7 games. Games like X-Men Children of the Atom. You have Marvel Superheroes. You have X-Men vs. Street Fighter. You have Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Marvel vs. Capcom 1. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And of course The Punisher, which is an interesting one and everything. I think that's pretty cool to have. It's a beat 'em up where you play as The Punisher or Nick Fury. But other than that, it's just a bunch of ports, and to me, this is a good sign and shows that negotiations are going well. These two are talking again. Marvel and Capcom are talking to each other again, and it's my copium, but this could possibly lead to Marvel vs. Capcom 4. I think the chances of getting a Marvel vs. Capcom 4 are highly likely, but fellas, if we want Marvel vs. Capcom 4, we
gotta
need...
cope some more.
Yes, but we have to pull up. We have to buy these games, bro. Like if we don't show our support for this, Marvel vs. Capcom 4 will probably not happen. We need to buy the Fighting Collection. Anyone that's watching this that reaches this part, we all need go to Amazon, go to GameStop, go to Best Buy. I literally, as of making this podcast episode, I literally just recorded a video just before this, just advocating this. Go to whatever retailer you have in your country. Go to their store. Pre-order the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection or do it from the eShop, the PSN store, whatever. Get yourself this game. You show your support. Pull up so that we can hopefully get ourselves Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Show Marvel and Capcom we want more of this. But yeah, just show your support, guys. Show your support. But yeah, going back to Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Game Arcade Classics and all that stuff with the selection of games and stuff, this is incredible. Like, this is a dream come true package. I did not expect this at all. I'm just really fucking happy. I am like super happy.
So basically, Jacob is over here being like, "Hey, support this franchise so that way we can get another game." But
Yes.
don't do that for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door or Mario and Luigi,
Yeah!
because they're clearly terrible
On
games
God,
that don't
bro!
matter and that no one cares about.
True.
And you should.
True. Anyways, no, at least those
He was
games
going
those
off, goddamn.
No, but those games would be fine though, like because they're Mario. Like Mario would be fine.
No, they're not.
Huh? But Marvel vs. Capcom, that's a whole different story, bro. Like that one's a whole different story. But yes, please, guys, like if you never played a fighting game, like guys, Marvel vs. Capcom is a ton of fun. You can get this game. I would also say Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is another good one to buy and try out as well. But the thing is that with the way this is, like they're releasing this collection, they're probably gonna use this collection sales in particular to see if people want Marvel vs. Capcom back. Guys, like just buy them out. If you never played a fighting game, trust me, they're tons of fun, and I think they're probably my favorites in order to get into fighting games. Now, I don't think they're like the best ones to try out if you're trying to get into a fighting game, but it was the one I got into literally right after Smash Bros. Like Smash Bros. Was the first one I played, and then I found Marvel vs. Capcom. I saw Zero whooping Marvel characters' asses, and I'm like, damn, I want this.
It's Marvel, baby.
It's Marvel, baby. So please, guys, show your support. Also, SabdierZ's been strangely quiet, so I think he's just waiting for me to stop.
You were gonna get me to talk, and then you cut me off, and then you
I was just waiting.
You know what?
No, you know what? I think he was.
Wow.
I think he was silently waiting. That's what I'll say. Like he's silently waiting. He's like he's
exactly.
waiting, and then he's gonna burst his load. Anyways, go for it.
Huh?
Huh?
You're
Anyways,
crazy.
Yeah, just do it anyway.
huh?
I mean,
Anyways, go for it.
Huh?
Stage is all yours, Chief. He doesn't want to talk.
He's getting ready.
He's
He's getting ready.
He's getting ready. He has the script ready.
It's time, bro. He's getting ready, bro. We're about to have a field day with this one.
All right, sorry about that.
No, you're
Had a
good,
little
bro.
interruption. But okay. So my whole thing with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because for me it's mainly 2, because the thing is most of these other games had gotten re-releases, but a lot of them, and this is the main issue, is a lot of them were digital re-releases. And Marvel vs. Capcom 2 especially had a lot of weird re-releases because, like, yes, you had the Xbox Live version, but that one I think either got delisted, so I don't think you can get a hand of that one. And then it had an iOS port, but I think that was also removed. So like the only way you could play this with like APKs. Effectively, the only way you could have played this game was well, essentially you had to pirate the game. There was no other way to play the game. You had to pirate it, or you had to play it on Fightcade or whatever the case may be. But there was no way to actually play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 today in any official capacity. And obviously those are one of the main reasons was because of Marvel. Because like Marvel during the time of, and this was during mainly 3, because this was when the MCU was really starting to kick off, they didn't want to include X-Men characters. And so a lot of properties that featured the X-Men started to get removed. They started killing off X-Men like crazy. They started removing them from like the games and whatnot. And that's because at the time, pre Disney owning Fox, Fox had the licensing rights, the movie rights to all X-Men. And now when I say all X-Men, I say all of them, excluding 2, oddly enough, being Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. No, Quicksilver. Quicksilver and Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were co-owned by Fox and Marvel, which is why both of them have basically 2 different versions in both movies. It was really weird, and they're probably going to put Quicksilver from the Fox movies into the MCU. Not gonna lie, but essentially, Disney just basically wanted nothing to do with X-Men until they got those movie rights. Now, just to clarify, it was only movie rights because Marvel could have used them for games. They could have used them for comics, for I think even cartoon shows. They could have used them for anything besides movies, which makes it even worse because, like, okay, now they did have access to all those characters just not in movies, so they just killed them. They essentially just removed them just so that Fox couldn't get anything. No, obviously they own the characters. Disney owns Fox, which means Disney now owns basically every IP minus Spider-Man and his Rogues Gallery.
Yep.
That's pretty much the only thing Disney does not own in terms of Marvel's IPs. For movie rights, again, just for movie rights, not for games or anything else like that, which makes it, again, even weirder.
Yeah, it was
whatever.
It was so stupid. I think that president needed to go. Like, apparently there were even rumors that he, like, as soon as when he was there, he saw a Fantastic Four poster from, like, the old days, like, hanged up and everything, like, super old poster, and he, like, literally just grabbed it and ripped it up.
Yeah, because, like,
sounds like a great guy.
There's really no point. But basically, all that really matters. So all that should be said is that so when it came to Marvel vs. Capcom, obviously with Infinite, that was like where it really hurt. And since then, we thought the relationship between Marvel and Capcom was strained. Capcom essentially ruined the development for Infinite because this game barely had a budget to work with. We're using a lot of assets from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but because this game didn't have an art style, it was ugly, and the game suffered a lot, not even having a actual half roster. And And I mean, sure, like the older games didn't have that too, because like for example, even in this collection, we're finally getting, for example, Cyber Akuma playable in I believe Marvel vs. Capcom 1. And like there's definitely like an odd number of Capcom versus Marvel ratio, but starting with 2 and 3, they had a split 50-50 for both Marvel and Capcom. With Infinite, there was going to be a season 2, but because that game did so terribly, I mean, no, it sold well, but its reputation and everything around it basically killed the development for Infinite, because Marvel wasn't playing ball with Capcom, and Capcom wasn't playing ball with Capcom. So,
Marvel.
and so, no, because Capcom was essentially ruining the development for Infinite. Also, it wasn't just Marvel being stingy with how their characters should be portrayed or what characters they should have access to. It's not Marvel's fault that Capcom didn't give Infinite the budget that it so desperately needed, for example. So for the longest time, we thought Marvel's Capcom was dead. It's just no more. Maximilian Dude tried to do like a campaign for free Marvel MVC 3, MVC 2. A lot of people are on board with it, not just like all YouTubers and all that, but also celebrities. I remember a lot of different people are tweeting out because people love Marvel's Capcom, and specifically 2 because it's such a special game. Easily, I think like if you were to have like a museum of like the most important games of all time, you should definitely have that if we're talking about fighting games or ones that was referred to, right? Because it's just an impactful game. At the time of its release, it wasn't as beloved, but nowadays, obviously with time, it is easily one of the most beloved fighting games of all time. And that's what makes this Marvel vs. Capcom collection so special, because even before this, there were some collections. Like they had a MVC Origins collection, but it was only 2 games, and it was MVC 1 and I believe X-Men and X-Men versus Street Fighter, I believe. So not even the one that people want. And to finally see all the games, all of them back in one collection, and the Punisher. Okay. I'm so happy because not only is this like a big deal, but this is also a physical game. And the last time we had a physical copy of this game was, I think, for the Dreamcast. So let's hope we don't get another 20 years of no physical copies of these games, because this whole Capcom collection thing that they're doing, it is so wonderful. I've been loving these collections because we had the Street Fighter one, we had the I forget what they called it, but it was like with Dark Stalkers and Red Earth and all this, and their beat 'em up collection. These collections, I really love them. I love Capcom, and I'm just so happy that Marvel's Capcom is back. And I mean, obviously, it needs to be said that if people want to see a new game, they gotta buy this game. But I think now, but I think even Capcom and Marvel know people want a new game. People love the Marvel's Capcom series. So my hope and my prayer and my plea is that now that essentially we have access to every character, for the games, because even Marvel isn't stupid enough to not let them use Spider-Man. I think a new game is definitely going to happen. Probably won't be like revealed within like the next 3 years. I'm expecting it to be like a 2028 sort of deal, where we see a game like that finally be realized. But now, like with this collection and everything, I don't think, or rather, I think it is 100% possible we'll get a new game, and I'm excited for that. I really am. I just hope that the collection does well. Like I said, I think it will. But sometimes you always think that game's going to do well, and it doesn't meet up to the standards of what the company would want. I always find ridiculous, even if it sells 1 million copies. Of it. Well, actually, it didn't sell 2 million, so therefore, wow.
Yeah, therefore, we're not bringing it back. Huh?
Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm very happy, and yeah, let's just hope that
Yeah.
that this is that this is not the end. This is
Agreed.
start.
It's just the beginning.
This is the beginning of
Exactly.
something, right? Like, agreed.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. I know they've already confirmed that there's gonna be multiple versions of each game you can play as. Like I think Marvel's Capcom 2 has like 2 different versions. So I'm assuming the arcade versus like the console one, I guess. I think that's pretty cool. But I know each one's gonna have their own unique versions and everything. But this is a great thing, guys. Like I'm really happy. And I hope that this does lead to some future Marvel vs. Capcom games and everything in the future. But only time will tell. But this is great nonetheless. Now just port over Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 to Switch. You have it on PC and PlayStation. Now it's time to put it on PC. Now it's time to put it on Switch, right?
Yes.
Understandable. What's up?
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
I have a really good question, right?
What?
Since this game is really old and nobody cares about it anymore, why don't we just pirate it? And that way
Wow.
Alright, you know what, buddy?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Alright, buddy. Okay, bro.
It's a bad taste joke, but it's funny.
You're so right. Oh my goodness, you're so right about it. Who cares about this stupid franchise, all right? And the stupid fans.
God damn.
Everyone should be playing. Everyone should have. Marvel's Avengers was really the game to play. There you go. Anyways,
Exactly,
damn, bro. Anyway, so moving on from Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Jesus, a mouthful. We have what is it? We have Super Mario Party Jamboree that they followed up with. So there's a new Mario Party game. I don't care about this, but I know Theo probably does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm go ahead and say.
I'm kind of twisted on it. Yeah, I'm kind of twisted on it because it's like we got Mario Party Superstars, right? Which was basically the ultimate Mario Party. Why didn't we just add DLC on top of it? Because like it's everything that we wanted from a Mario Party. And instead of adding new boards, that's all it really needed. Probably some new boards, a few more minigames like 10 or 20.
20.
It would have just been great to have added more on top of it because it was great. And now we get Super Mario Party again, which looks 1,000 times better than the first Super Mario Party they made, which is it's hard to say, but it's kind of different from the Mario Party that we're used to. Super Mario Party, it's not a bad one, but it's definitely like in between Mario Party 1 through 8 to Mario Party 9 through 10. I know a lot of people will say that 8 kind of just needs to be in the 9 through 10 thing. I don't understand what is wrong with these people. Anyways, Mario Party 8 was great. The thing about Super Mario Party Jamboree that I don't really like is just that it's a new Mario Party. Even though we have Mario Party Superstars, we could have had more on top of it. It kind of feels like the GameCube era again, going from Mario Party 6 to 7. It doesn't seem like there's too much that's new. I mean, it looks way better than Super Mario Party, that's for sure. And now one of my friends are just like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna play it." Oh yeah, I guess I gotta buy it day one. Great.
Agreed.
But yeah, I don't know how to feel about it all that much. It's good to know that Mario Party is back, but it shouldn't be, a deal kind of like what's it called? Call of Duty. I can't believe that people are just comparing it to Call of Duty, where it's like every single year there's a new Call of Duty that doesn't add much. Here, there's clearly something that's different completely compared to Super Mario Party. So what? But I just hope it's a good game. I'll get it. I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. Maybe.
Understandable.
I have nothing to say about it, so I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know about you guys, but I have nothing to say about it.
I just wish Waluigi Island
Jacob
was the returning board.
Waluigi Island.
All right. So if Jonathan, you as well, nothing or
Jacob
Nah.
is cringe. He needs
No,
to
I'm good.
play Mario Party.
no. Anyways, what's it called? After that, we have ourselves The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, which was a game that was mainly leaked out from Papagino, so at least from what I remember hearing about it. He talked about how, I know he talked about something where I remember hearing that he said something like that we're apparently gonna get like a Zelda game where we actually do play as Zelda, but it was gonna be more in a style of like Link's Awakening or something. Like he was the one that I remember saying about it. No one else really talked about it except him. And Pyoro was leaking all these other things, and he was mainly the ones like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? But we are getting here our Zelda game, right? We have a Zelda game where you play as Zelda. About damn time, right? Took how many years? That wasn't the like Zelda Gamelon games, whatever.
What do you mean, bro? Zelda CDI was the
Man.
most impactful game on the series.
We are not
I
talking about
don't know
it.
what you're talking about, bro. I know what you mean.
Anyways, ignoring what he said, yeah, not including those spin-off, like those non-canon Zelda games. Yes, this is our first time we actually get to play as Zelda in the mainline franchise and everything, which is honestly really, really cool. Unique gimmick with her where she pretty much copies like items like enemies, trees, well, echoes is what they call them, and she uses them to her advantage. I think it's cool for puzzles and everything. I do wish that she had a little bit more, like for example, like magic. Like that's something that we know that Zelda is capable of doing. So I kind of wish that, I kind of wish that she had some kind of magic with her. But I think it's interesting for a gameplay perspective, like how it's going to be to solve dungeons, puzzles, get some like art pieces and everything. So I'm down with this as like for dungeons and exploring and all that stuff. Other than that, it's cute. I mean, I know Theo, for example, you're not a fan of this style, and that's fine. That's fair. I understand. I personally, I like the little toy aesthetic. Do I wish it was more like the what's it called? Link Between Worlds on the 3DS. That's all. I definitely. But
yes.
yeah, but I think this is
Yes.
cute. Yes. It seems like they're also using the same world, at least what it looks like from Link to the Past / Link Between Worlds. At least that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's definitely not the same map from Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Because there's Zelda's there's you have the Hyrule Castle there and everything.
And I saw the cemetery as well.
Gerudos are there. We have Deku's, Zoras. We didn't see Gorons, but I'm gonna assume Gorons are there as well. But regardless of the case, this is a completely unique game. This is not like a Link Between Worlds where, while it was unique, right? It was a different game. It felt like a Link to the Past 2. You know what I mean? Because like it had like the same areas. It's literally the same world. So this one definitely feels like it's gonna be unique in that sense. We saw Impa there as well, like, and it seems like they're also using what seems to be like young Impa or future Smash character, right, guys? Anyways,
Yeah.
and this game's coming out
Hey,
very,
I'm
very
down.
soon. Yeah, no, I think we're all down for Impa and Smash. But this game's coming out very, very soon. As making this video, we have like 3 more months and everything. So I'm excited. Like, I actually do want to try this out, like, because they're definitely testing things out. From what I know with the Zelda series, before they implement it into the major games, they always like to test it out in like a smaller side game and everything. So they wanted to make something small, see how people react to Zelda being playable, and if the general consensus that this is great, it'll be implemented in the future Zelda games, like in a major one and everything with Zelda. But this once again shows us that even though the open world form is not going to go away, that's the main one they're mainly focusing on. They're not going to abandon like the top downs and the like the Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker style like games and everything, where they have like their own, like, I guess this whole hub world they explore, but it's not like super super huge. You know what I mean? Like more linear. So they're not abandoning it and everything. But I'm excited for Echoes of Wisdom. Does anyone else have anything they want to say about it?
It's cute.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyways,
Huh?
Huh?
But yeah, so as you said, for me, I'm not a huge fan of the Link's Awakening art style. I feel like it's way too much in terms of like marketable plushies.
Your toys!
Marketable toys, yeah. I don't like that art style whatsoever. But I mean, it's interesting to have a Zelda as the main character. Definitely, I think as though there will be more to it than just being able to summon, because people have seen the D-pad at the top left of the screen, and they're like, "Ah, that means we're gonna have more than one weapon." Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Let's just hope. Cause going around just using like a monster that you summon every single time, it's gotta be tiring at some point, in my opinion.
No, I get you. I mean, there's definitely going to be new things. They definitely tried to they tried to show off stuff, but without showing off too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which I appreciate that a lot compared to most trailers nowadays. We could use a little bit less showing, more speculating. You know what I mean?
I mean more so.
Exactly. And like I feel like
Huh?
I don't know.
Huh?
But
I don't know.
but what's it called? I'm pretty excited to see more of it a little bit, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to see anything more of it until like probably the next Nintendo Direct and everything, which they usually do one in September. So we might see it again coming September and all that stuff, because I don't think
It's for my birthday.
Yeah, but like I don't think they're gonna like abandon it. It's like people are saying this is the last one before the Switch 2. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another Nintendo Direct around September time. Like, no doubt about it. If they show Switch 2 games, that'd be great, or if the Switch 2 is announced by then, cool. But I think we're gonna get a September Direct, and then eventually, like, come October, November, they'll show off the Switch 2 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, their plan worked for the Switch and everything, so let's see how they can do it for the Switch 2. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But other than that, back to Echoes of Wisdom. Anything else anyone wants to add?
It's cute.
You said this.
My
You
God!
said it!
You said it again!
But no seriousness. If not, we'll go ahead and move on. And we'll next Just Dance 2025. You already know, bro. Peak gaming right there. We're getting peak
Garbage, cringe, so bad. Move on. Next game, please.
True. Anyways,
Wait, which game now?
Just Dance 2025.
Oh. Yeah, so we're skipping that.
Yeah, next game. What's it called? Lego Horizon again, right, guys? Right?
No.
And is I guess the other major game I guess here is so the Ace Attorney Investigations collection is going to be coming.
Yeah.
So you got so these are the ones where you play as Miles Edgeworth. So I know we have the ones with Phoenix Wright, Apollo Justice, and now Miles Edgeworth. So I think this pretty much wraps up all the Ace Attorney games and everything I can think of.
I believe so, yeah. I think every single Ace Attorney game is on Switch now, which is amazing because I want to play all of them. But it also sucks because I was one of the idiots who bought all the Ace Attorney games on 3DS, and now they're worthless.
Womp womp.
What did you say? Womp womp. Oh my God!
But no, that's good
sucks.
though. That's okay.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, it's good for the people who wanted them on Switch, which was me in a way.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, I could have kept all these blocks on my 3DS for something else, like Dragon Quest. Oh,
I did not get that. Damn.
I mean, I did
okay.
get the, I think 7, or the one with the green hair dude. I forgot.
I think that's 7. Yeah.
Yeah. But now you can play the amazing Ace Attorney trilogy, the visual novels, all of them on the Nintendo Switch of systems. I never thought they were gonna bring Miles Edgeworth, because like it was on DS, and I feel like it was a spin-off that I wouldn't say nobody cared about.
They're not spin-offs. It's like the Apollo Justice games. Like they're all part of the continuity and everything. So you do have to play them. But I know some of them were only released in Japan.
Mm. Yeah, so that's awesome. Me likey. We need more of this. Okay. Thank you, Capcom. Miles Edgeworth for Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah,
Am I right?
Agreed. Yeah, I mean that'll be fine. But you know what's more important, Capcom? That's great. Where's my new Mega Man? Thank you for Marvel vs. Capcom, by the way.
Exactly,
Yeah, where's
exactly.
my new Mega Man? Where is he?
I'm tired of all these franchises getting new games. All right, the last game we got was 11. Remember when 11 they had the presentation of to the for the I think it was the Mega Man 30th or 35th anniversary, whatever. I don't care. They showed a timeline of all the Mega Man games, and you saw like a whole bunch of titles listed all the way from like I believe 1991 or 1990 all the way to 2012, right? And then once we had 2012, nothing. Straight nothing.
Nada.
True.
Straight nothing, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going. And then oh, we had like this one or two mobile games, and it keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. And then boom, finally, Mega Man 11. How wonderful! And they're like, and then in the same reveal, they're like, oh yeah, you know, Mega Man's one of our most important franchises. This is a franchise that's like a hallmark for Capcom. When people think of Capcom, you know, you think of them really, you think of Resident Evil, and you also think of Mega Man. Mega Man is one of our most important franchises. We would apologize for neglecting it for so long. Now we want to give it the love and attention it deserves. What is that love and attention, damn it?
True.
For a new game. And within the time from Mega Man 11, okay, which was what, 2018 or 2018, so it's been 6 years. 6 years since a new game. We've gotten what? We got Resident Evil 8. We got Resident Evil 4 and 2 and 3 remakes. Okay, we got a whole bunch of DLCs for 7, and we got DLCs for 8, which might as well be their own campaigns. We got Street Fighter 6. Okay, really big game, Street Fighter 6. We got a lot of Monster Hunters. You know, we have Rise, got World, the new game that's coming out. You know, the MMO keeps getting updates. The only thing we've got in were
I
collections.
I love
This
the way
mic
that his
peaked, bro.
mic just shits itself
Yeah,
every
like,
time
he
he
peaked.
tries to say
He
anything.
peaked, bro.
It just peaks.
I want your Mega Man game. I'm telling you, I don't care if it's Legends 3. I don't care if it's like 05, ZX, Advent 2. I'm
Advent
just
Children?
so sure. Yeah, we'll call it that. I just want a brand new game because the last new game was effectively a gacha game that went end of service and they made an offline version, which is good. The game is chock full of content, but that's not exactly what I would call a brand new game. Okay, I want an actual brand new full Mega Man title that is, you know, fun and exciting, and I don't understand how a platformer when it takes so much more time than a Resident Evil game, or it takes more time than a Street Fighter game or a Monster Hunter game. I just don't get it. I don't understand.
What the fuck is
He's gone.
that
He's gone.
voice,
He's
bro?
gone. He's gone insane, bro. I'm going
He's going
insane.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I'm just so sick and tired of it because it's like the last Mega Man game prior to 11, and this is even if you want to count it like this, it was Mega Man Cross Street Fighter, which again was an amazing Mega Man game. So I mean, it was a fan-made game that was endorsed by Capcom, but it was an amazing game. Okay, that hasn't been updated for newer operating systems, which means it lags like a motherfucker, and I really hope that it gets updated. But that being said, that was like the last game, which was I think 2012. Okay, and from 2012 to 2018, we had basically gotten nothing, and now we have another 6-year gap. I was like, oh, you had collections. That's really good, isn't it? No, because there's Street Fighter getting collections and they're still getting new games. And here's Resident Evil getting remakes of all their games and getting re-releases of all their games. So I understand where the problem is where Mega Man can't get a new game. That's so good. That's the game. Because I played it for so long.
You're right.
I thought it was so big.
Oh no, he's turning into semi-classic Sonic fan.
Oh my lord.
What?
I just want you game. You can't just
And he died. GG.
Yeah, and he died.
and then ditch that. You
Huh?
can't say that this is one of your most important characters
And then he died again.
Yeah, he died again.
No, bro.
But yeah, do you know what
This
the rat
man-
killed him?
You know, like cool.
Can Capcom just give this man a Mega Man game, bro?
True. But yeah,
Oh,
moral
I
of the
think-
story.
Okay, I think I've relaxed.
Moral of the story: Capcom giving you Mega Man. This Ace Attorney Investigations collection is good. Thank you for Marvel vs. Capcom again. Where's Mega Man?
Thank you so much.
But yeah, that goes for I guess Ace Attorney Investigations collection, so that's pretty good. Romancing Saga 2 is getting a remake, which I think is
They're
cool.
bringing back Romancing Saga. Let's go.
I mean, they're
Womp
what
womp.
do you mean womp womp? And what do you mean they're just bringing it
Oh
back?
my god.
The Saga series has still been going on just fine. They're just niche.
Very.
But yeah,
Wow.
that's remake is pretty cool, huh? Well, of course, the big one, ladies and gentlemen, after seven long years,
Boy.
Metroid Prime 4 has finally been shown off. Now with the title Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Yeah,
Oh.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh, what the fuck?
Bro.
Yo, we're going to Bed Bath and Beyond. And if you watch Click, you remember? And Beyond. Remember? I don't know if anyone's watched Click and everything. That movie was funny, so I don't care. It was literally all, and that's when he gets where he goes all the way to the end of the hallway, where it just says and beyond, and he gets that remote control and everything. But anyways, Metroid Prime 4, about damn fucking time, bro. About damn
Yeah.
time. Like,
We love
holy crap.
development hell.
Dude, that development hell was horrible. Like, the change in developers, not too sure who was the original one, but apparently it's hinted to be Bandai Namco. Whatever they were cooking, apparently they did not like it one bit. They finally went with Retro, and we're finally seeing the games. We finally got to see Silux. I wonder what this dude is cooking. And the gameplay looks like Metroid Prime, just way better. And honestly, I'm down for
No
it.
way.
Yeah. And like I can't really say much besides game looks beautiful. It looks like Metroid Prime. And Silux was finally shown off. We're finally gonna see what this man's cooking. And of course the release window of 2025. Which once again I still think my theory is gonna be true that I've been saying for super long, like I think probably at this point like 6 years now, where Metroid Prime 4 they were gonna pull a Breath of the Wild with Metroid Prime 4 and it's gonna release simultaneously for the Switch and then a version for the Switch 2. That's what I think they're gonna do.
Yep.
But
Pretty much a given at this point.
yeah, or unless like they do the thing where like with like apparently that it's gonna release on the Switch, but then it has like enhancements for the Switch 2, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like unless they do that, then they're just be released there, and then the Switch 2 comes out, you just put the cartridge there and boom, you reap the benefits. But yeah.
You put the CD up your ass.
Huh? Oh boy. Anyways,
Oh,
Sorry. That's my computer.
understandable. But yeah, anyways, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I'm just happy to see this game. This is my second favorite announcement from this presentation. I think it's great. Like, I'm happy to finally see that this game is a game. The game is a game.
but a game
No
is
way.
a game.
But I don't know. I don't have any wishes. I'm just excited. And, I do want to try it out. Like, I just hope that Metroid Prime 2 and 3 also get HC treatments, because it's not fair that only one gets it.
Yeah, what the fuck were they smoking? What were they thinking?
Like, where's 2 and 3? Bro, give them the HD treatment as well. But yeah, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, like, I think that was the perfect way to end it. Some dude passed out in Nintendo New York, so you already know, they're happy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's so crazy.
but yeah,
That was so crazy. Holy
Metroid
shit.
Prime 4 Beyond, anything you guys want to say about it? Because I feel like, for me personally, I feel like there's nothing much to say except it's Metroid Prime. I can't wait to see Silux, and the game looks beautiful. That's pretty much all I can say.
But the other two games
Silux
on
for
Switch. There you
Smash?
go. What?
True. Also,
Actually, that would go hard.
Would you say Silux for Smash?
Yeah,
I mean, sure, go for it. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind that one.
I do.
Huh? You want more? Another Metroid villain?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there's only Samus. That's like
it's Samus
an
and then
ally.
another Samus, and that's it. And then the other two characters are villains. Literally, when you look at what characters want for like what Metroid characters people want for Smash, right? It's literally Dark Ravenbeak and Silux now, and they're two villains.
Mm-hmm.
Because pretty much that's literally the thing with the Metroid series. It's just mainly it's mainly one character, and it's good and everything that you see, and that's all anyone cares about. Everyone else that people are villains. But yeah, other than that, yeah, Metroid Prime 4. Anyone else want to say anything about the games?
All right. So,
Oh, here we go.
all right. So this is for me. This was probably my. It's probably on par as the Marvel reveal for me. I would say they're both even. It'd probably be even more had we not known Metroid Prime 4 was already a thing that they were working towards. That said, though, this game, oh my goodness. I've been waiting to see it for so long. And to finally see it, it is so beautiful. Man, Nintendo's, like, they really do keep the secret sauce to themselves because you're never going to see a third-party game look as good as any of Nintendo's first parties. Like Prime 4 looks so good. People thought it was running on the Switch too. Like it looks so beautiful. The game just like people are thinking like there's no way this is on the Switch. But no, it is. It is, and it is amazing. Honestly, I don't know what I could say other than like I'm excited.
You're welcome.
Oh boy.
I'm not here anymore.
But it's funny.
Anyways, all I'm saying is I'm really excited. Silex, I'm really glad he's back. Obviously, because he was teased at the end of Prime 3. We knew whatever was going to happen with Prime 4, he was going to be involved in some way, shape, or form. And my main hope with Silex is that they make him just as hype as they did with Ravenbeak, because I feel like, especially with how Dread was did a lot more spectacle compared to like, because that was funny. Like other M try to have more cinematic moments. Dread is just so much more visually interesting in terms of like not just like animations or story, but just like how the game is presented. And I hope they match that energy with Prime 4. I hope they make Silex just look super cool. He's always been like a cool character to me, like his design out of all the Prime Hunters, because for those who don't know, there was a Metroid Prime game on the DS, and it was called Prime Hunters, and there was like a whole bunch of different hunter characters in that one game. So my hope is that they make Silex just as cool as Ravenbeak, because Silex to me already has like, even though it's pretty simple, he's always kind of had like a cool design for me. And I'm just really interested to see what they do, because for Prime 1, 2, and 3, like the main antagonist was just the Metroid Prime, which is kind of weird to say, but like Metroid Prime, who later becomes Dark Samus by the end of the first game, and throughout 2 and 3. But now it's Silex's time to shine, and I really hope he's a great antagonist. They already did amazing with Ravenbeak. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say. I'm just excited for the game. I'm really looking forward to it. I think this will probably be the Nintendo's Breath of the Wild now, where it's like this is the game to basically, and like obviously there'll be games released after this game, but this will essentially be the game to end off the Switch, like their big game to end off the Switch, and their big game to start their next system.
Agreed.
And with how with how Metroid has been increasing in terms of popularity and sales, while it obviously won't match a Breath of the Wild sales count, I definitely think that Metroid does have the legs to stand on to really make this console sell a good amount, along with other games that they're clearly planning for the next system. It's super exciting stuff. And all I'm saying really is I can't wait for that Switch 2 presentation, because that's when really things are going to start kicking off.
Oh yeah, agreed.
And I hope they better start showing like the craziest third parties that we've ever seen, and really show how not only third parties, but even how their first party games are.
They're bringing back Golden Sun, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, it won't die at the end of
Yo!
the system's lifespan. Let's go.
No.
But like I said, I'm just excited for the new system. I'm excited, but I'm most excited for Part 4, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds.
Agreed.
For Nintendo, because I think I've kind of already implied this before, but I'm just gonna outright say it now. Like Nintendo's easily, in terms of video game IPs, the best one out there.
True.
Right? It's because Sony doesn't care about their IPs anymore.
They don't.
They only care about making movies. And Xbox, well, I mean, it's Xbox, it's Microsoft, so whatever. They're basically putting all their games into into other consoles. Xbox has no games. Here we go.
Exactly.
So yeah, no, I'm excited for Nintendo's future plans. I think the Nintendo Direct, as we can all agree, was definitely the best overall presentation, with having a strong start, middle, and end.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like for me, like I would give the Direct like probably an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Personally, for me, like around there. It was like really, really. I don't think it's the best Direct ever made, but it was definitely up there with like some of the best ones that they made. It's really, really good. What about you guys though?
Okay, I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a 7 and 8. Like whatever Jacob said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
8 to 9.
an
Yeah.
8 through 9. Oh, okay. Yeah, I still feel as though there were some way better directs. Probably top 10, close to top 5, maybe. But really strong direct. Especially like with the headlines it got. There's rarely any games that you care about in between the big announcements. But with Marvel
Yeah.
and that Mio,
The me.
Mio.
Anyways. Yeah, so like 8 to 9.
and
Yeah.
even Dragon Quest.
So I want to see if you guys are gonna like agree with me on this. Also, Jonathan, what is your rating on the for the presentation? Like what would you rate it?
Bro, they showed out Dragon Quest. That's all I needed to see. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. All right, Abdir, you
10. I would say 10.
10. All right, that's fine too.
Because I think I would argue like probably not the best direct in terms of like what games I would personally be looking forward to, but I think it is so far the best direct in terms of just having an overall strong showing.
Okay. Yeah.
Like there was never a point, like I remember a good number of the games shown. I can't, which I mean, yeah, you could say it's probably due to recency, but I don't really think so, because like I'm excited for a lot of the games, even some of the weirder ones. Like, yeah, sure, screw it, I'll play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I don't care. I'm with Butters.
Go, bro. He's
You know
playing
what I
Geek.
mean? I only say 10 out of 10 because I can remember most of the games, and between us, we all know my memory is awful. Right, I basically forget things as soon as I say them. So for me to be able to remember most of the games at the Nintendo Direct, yeah, I would say it's probably that's how I said.
Got you. All right. So if anything, I don't know if we're all like this, right? Like, but I guess in terms of like our group here, the 4 people here, right? So at dead last is the State of Play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
And then after that is the Summer Game Fest. And then after that is actually no, for us it'd probably be the Xbox Game Showcase. Then like second to last. Then after that'll be Summer
I
Game
would
Fest.
probably say that too.
Because like they're both pretty neck and neck, right? So like the Xbox Game Showcase in second to last. Then Summer Game Fest, because there's more things that like we were really interested in there compared to the Xbox, right? And then obviously the top for all of us is the Nintendo Direct, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Understandable. And we're almost with the majority, because the majority see more Xbox better than Summer Game Fest, so we're almost with the majority in that aspect. But like for us, we personally believe that Nintendo was the ones that had pretty much the bigger and better presentation.
Watch people call us Nintendo dick suckers.
Yeah, bro. Bro, get off this man's meat. You know what I'm saying? But
Huh?
overall,
Wait.
yo, my man was going crazy, bro. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up this podcast here, ladies and gentlemen. A whopping 2-hour podcast. You love to see it. Almost 2 hours and 15 minutes. I love it here, boys. Anyways,
Yes, sir.
anyways, if you made it to the end here, yo, thank you all for watching. This has been Septic, and thank you for my boys for joining me. Where can they find you guys at? Starting with Jonathan going down.
All right, so I got Twitter. You already know. I just started streaming this month, so
Yes, sir.
yippee!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My schedule is Saturdays at 2 p.m. We did a bit of Crisis Core and Kingdom Hearts, and next week we're probably gonna play some more Crisis Core Kingdom Hearts, you know? So come through and hang out.
Understandable. All right, next.
All right, so for me, I'm not gonna do the whole several different social medias at this point. I was just gonna say YouTube.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, it's already been. I get it. I get it though. You know, he's done it a lot.
I've already done it so many times, and plus, I don't even have access to like most of those. So like, there's no point.
Just say
But,
just the ones you have, yeah.
But like basically for the most part, just YouTube and Twitter. With YouTube, I've actually returned to it. Obviously, I've mentioned on like previous podcasts that I've been doing a lot of content so far. Been really happy with what I've been putting out. Gonna try to find more people. I'm gonna find people to leech off of in the future. And then I'll abandon the friend group, and then I will make it to big leagues, and then I'll get canceled.
Let's go. Wait, what?
What?
Wait, huh?
Oh boy.
Bruh.
Damn. Anyways.
But yeah, no, just basically just my YouTube. Hopefully in the future, when my internet decides to stop being the worst thing imaginable, maybe I'll return to streaming as well. Yeah, weekly uploads every Friday.
And last but not least.
As for me, your favorite Frenchman. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can find me on YouTube, Twitter. I got a second channel now where I upload more content, but the quality is not that great. All right, but you can still get content on there. Pretty cool. This is about it.
Understandable. All right.
Yeah, that's what it.
Yeah, that's about it. See you. Ends video. Anyways,
Mm.
for those that made it this far, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day. And take care, everyone.
Have yourself
Bye-bye.
a damn good one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.